Yo, so before we got here, I was doing, I did a video like, yo, we about to go live. Make sure you tune in, subscribe, check out.
Yeah.
I'm panning the room. I get Fox like, yo, Joe Fox in the building. Shorty in DC. Where the fuck Joe Fox got all this swag from overnight? Because I said, yo, Fox never had a hat on before. Never,
Biggie shirt.
Biggie shirt.
King jacket.
I was like, man, what am I gonna wear?
They ain't Tim's.
She peeped it. She was like, yo,
Nah,
Fox
these are
on
not
this
Tims. These
I
are
mean,
work boots.
These ain't Tim's. These is actual work boots.
Steel toe work boots.
I don't care if you scuff these motherfuckers.
The aisle says work boot.
Work boot.
Give me some of them.
Man, good to be back, y'all. Live from the green room. We back again. Last episode I was on, I said, yo, this is episode 10, but I missed one. So that was actually episode 11. This is episode 12, right?
Oh, no. This is episode 12.
No, this is episode 13.
13.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Because I missed 2.
Okay.
Yes.
Did I miss 2?
You did miss 2.
I missed
So
2.
episode 13.
Yeah, so I was on a boat last week. I was on the Capital Jazz Cruise. Shout out to everybody that was on the cruise. Shout out to all the performers, of course, all the artists. It was cool to see different artists from different, art forms on the boat all come together. My man Mike Phillips.
Oh,
get a chance to
that
Mike
dude.
Phillips. Mike Phillips is a bad dude.
Oh, yeah. I love me some Mike
Gerald
Phillips.
Albright.
You're all right.
Robert Glasper. Who the fuck is Robert Glasper?
Whoa, yeah. Get some hitters.
Music Soul Child. Leela James.
Okay.
Yeah, good roster.
Damon Williams. Capone. Of course, Tony Rock. It was pretty dope.
Okay.
Food was great. I drank 1,000 rum punches every day.
You should.
We left Fort Lauderdale. We went to, first stop was the Bahamas. Left the Bahamas. Second stop was Barbados.
Okay.
No. First stop was Bahamas. Was it Barbados?
Thought it was a Cozum, not Cozumel.
No. First stop was Bahamas. Second stop was Aruba. Aruba was second stop. And the third stop was not Cozumel.
Yeah, it started with a C.
Yeah, it started with a C. Now you threw me off when you said
Cancun?
No.
What was it?
Costa Rica? No.
Because I remember you said you never been
Not
there.
Cozumel.
Nah, that's in Mexico.
Damn, don't get me pull my phone out just to find out where the hell I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bahamas, Aruba.
It was in that area. It was a Caribbean. Yeah.
I don't know any sea Caribbean.
Everybody watching was like, why these niggas ain't just say it? And they know it.
You'll know it when you hear it.
I was like, oh, yeah.
We'll edit all of this later.
Like the what? The Cayman Islands?
No.
That's not Caribbean, is it?
Go.
Curacao.
Curacao.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was on the Capital Jazz Cruise. We left out of Fort Lauderdale. First stop was the Bahamas. Second stop was Aruba. Third stop was Curacao. Yeah. And then 2 days on the water back to Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
So I was on the boat for 7 days. Shows were great. Food was great. People
How many
were friendly.
shows you do?
I did 2 shows in one night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the rest was all cruise.
The rest was all cruise. And actually, our show was the second to last day.
Oh,
I could have got on day 5 and still did the show. I could have got on
Right.
day 6. Well, day 6 was on the water, but I could have got on day 5.
Oh, so you took the whole.
I thought they
run.
would, and they had me host Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Whoa!
Yo, super shout out Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. I hosted a Name That Tune with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. It was 15 songs that they wrote or produced. And I guarantee both of y'all, at least 7 or 8 of those you did not know they made.
Oh, yeah, probably. You're right. You probably right.
Yeah, they produced everybody.
Yeah, so we did Name That Tune. You had the DJ played a snippet of the song. They had to write down the artist and the song. And it was like, and then we brought them out at the end to give it like a little backstory to every song.
That's
Yo.
dope.
So what kind of songs that
They
you might
did
not know?
they did a song from Shaggy that I didn't know they did.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They did Sensitivity, Ralph Tresvant.
Oh, of course, yeah. Anything
You knew
Ralph.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did that?
It's Ralph Tresvant. They did it. During that time.
They did all of the Janet shit.
They did all the Janet,
All the,
yeah.
we played like
Janet,
4 or 5 Janet songs. I knew they did those. They did a Karen White song that I was like, oh yeah, because Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis was on Karen White's boyfriend. It was quite a few. It was Alexander O'Neal and Sherelle. Of course, I knew that because that's the same family. That Alexander O'Neal, Prince, Dream, Deal. That's one family. That's the Minnesota sound. But it was dope as hell, man.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
It was really dope.
Nice. Welcome back to the
Good to be
land.
back, man. Good to be back on the land. Good to be back to work. I leave LA for 1 week and it just goes to shit. I told these 2 dudes to hold it down while I was going, and LA just went to shit. So we're going to jump in with all of the bullshit that's going on in stand-up comedy.
Right.
All of the bullshit. So I'm on social media,
Unbelievable.
Sparingly on the boat. Number one, because I don't want to be on my phone on the boat. I want to input the boat.
Right.
Number two, I don't want the signals and all that. I'm like, we might not even get a strong signal.
Right.
So I check in at one point and I see at my club, club that Rock built, the Laugh Factory.
Wow.
I see Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rollins in a shouting match.
Yeah.
But not just in a shouting match, in a packed room. There's a room full of patrons.
I was on that show.
There's an audience there. I was hoping that somebody was there that was in the room. I did not know you was there.
So I was on the show. But here's the thing.
Go.
And I'm going to tell you, I didn't see that interaction, but I saw kind of what was leading up. And let me tell you why. I did just got back from Vegas that Sunday.
Right.
I did the 9:30 show, and I did the midnight show.
Oh, it was 3 shows.
It was 3 shows.
The next day was President's Day.
Okay.
So I did that. So by the time the midnight show come, I'm tired. So it's me. A BT hosted the midnight show. Some comedian went up first. I went up. Donnell went up. Then Corey was there in the upstairs where we kind of hang out.
Right.
They were, a lot of talking, whatever. So Sidekick kind of had to go back there and tell him to be quiet several times. Right. And Corey, well, whoever on there now, they ain't making, I don't hear the audience laughing. They ain't making no noise. You wouldn't even hear us talking, Corey, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I go up, do my thing. I'm tired at this point. It's midnight show. I'm so tired. So I leave. But I see Donnell go up. Now I saw Donnell go up on the, I keep saying Donnell go up on the second show, the 9:30 show.
Right.
He did his thing. He closed that second show.
Right.
So
He did his thing. He had a good set.
Yeah,
He had a strong set.
Yeah, he had
Okay. I'm just trying to get all. I'm trying to be a detective right now. Put all.
Yeah.
Okay.
He murdered the crowd, and the crowd was high.
Okay.
Yeah, when he did that, the second show, in that third show, the audience, it wasn't as packed because it's a midnight show.
Yeah.
So there's nobody upstairs.
Right.
It ain't 100% packed downstairs. It's about 75% full downstairs at this point.
With the main part.
Yeah. But the audience was still, you could tell they were tired in the beginning through like the first part of the show.
Right.
But like BT got them some energy. I went up there, did my thing, you know what I mean? And then, so I already knew Donnell was going to go and probably, do good as well.
Yeah, he went after you?
He went right after me.
Right.
But I was going by that time. And then I see somebody post on Facebook that as far as what happened. So I didn't see the actual incident, but I knew the temperature of the room at that point in time. I knew that midnight.
How did you know the temperature of the room was going to be, was that because he said,
no, because I knew in the beginning that those
Midnight
first
show.
2 shows when it's packed, the energy is just all crazy. It was raining that.
But my question was, I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Clearly. You said I knew the temperature of the room. I thought you were saying like I knew that something was going to pop off.
Oh, well,
like the temperature of the room is like, it feel a little hot in here, like it's about to go down.
I didn't necessarily think that, but from the talking and stuff like that, I kind of in that comment that Corey made. For the previous comment, you can always kind of maybe expect something, and I knew what he said about Chappelle.
Okay,
so I kind of, you know what I mean, but I didn't really put 2 and 2 together until like right when I left, and then I saw somebody post about.
Okay, so I still need a little more information.
More information. Yeah,
from what I saw the clip.
Right.
And from what how you see a clip and you try to put the story together in your head. So I tried to put the story together in my head, and what I thought I saw was potentially was Donnell got off and Corey went on after him.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
And said like, yo, he's not all that or whatever, or niggas up here.
Right.
And that made Donnell turn around and come back.
Yeah, but that ain't what happened.
Okay, that's what I thought happened.
So go ahead.
I was just saying, so at what point, how much did we not see? Because the camera...
You missed a good amount. So what happened was, Corey, they both had jokes. So Donnell had a joke where he was like, yo, they say you got to suck dick to get roles in Hollywood. So Donnell already said that the first show. So he probably said that that third show too. He said it the second show.
Right.
Then he probably said it on the third show. Then Corey went behind him and reiterated that and said, yo, you do got, talking about how you got to suck dick to get more. If you got more than 3 movie roles, that means you had to suck a dick, whatever. and Donnell yelled out from the audience
Right.
about that because he's
About the joke.
about that.
What did he say? What did he say?
Just like, yo, son, that ain't true. You know, defending it. 'Cause I've been in more than 3 movies.
Okay.
I ain't never suck a dick, whatever. And then then he kind of heckled Corey, and then that's what we start seeing.
So somebody pulled out their phone right after that.
Yeah. Then you
Okay,
start seeing Corey, quote unquote, defending himself or responding to Donnell yelling.
Was there alcohol involved? Was Donnell drunk?
I didn't see him drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Like to walk in the middle of the room, like, yo, how you say? Like, it was like,
No, but-
was he lit? Was he lit?
But
Was
you know what?
Yeah.
What I feel like he already kind of, because he was about to leave. And then when he found out Corey was going up, he
Stay.
came back in.
Like, let me see if he.
Let me see what he talking about, because he was already on that talking about Chappelle.
Yeah.
So let me see what he on. And then when
Right.
Corey said what he said, that's when Donnell went in. So he may have been drinking.
Okay.
But he yelled out first.
You know what's funny? I saw him come in as I
was there
leaving.
Sunday too?
Yeah, but I left like hella.
You know, this was the weekend Wavy was.
Yeah,
Okay,
Wavy.
Shout out Wavy, yo. Shout out Wavy.
Yeah. So I was like, man, I was about to lean over. I'm back there sleeping. I said, you know what? I'm just gonna, because I took an Uber. I was like, let me just go home. So I was leaving.
You came to get fucked up.
No, I was tired.
You can't you either went there to get
With an
fucked up
Uber.
or to leave with a bitch. You thought I took an Uber.
Yeah,
You could have drove.
You know what? You right.
He was like, tomorrow's a holiday. He was like, I'm going to get a bitch.
Yeah.
Holla at little bitch at the Laugh Factory. Tell her I'm on tour with Tone Rock.
We about to get
Jump in
fucked
this
up now.
Uber. Yo, shout out to the sponsor, Captain Kirk Jamaican Rum
yeah, let me
Punch.
get mine.
Look, I put these in the freezer. We got nice and cold ones too. We got nice cold ones.
Yeah,
And
buddy.
also, again, shout out. I am the first to be gifted some merch. I beat Trey and I beat Fox.
God
My
dang.
man take out obstacles, keep elevating, and everything you do it with love. Sent me the sweatsuit, the salmon sweatsuit. Like I said, you will see me walking through LAX in this bad boy. I beat both of them. I beat both of them to free
I
merch.
got something.
You
I got
free
something,
merch?
man.
You got to send it to them now because I already got one. I got mine.
that.
I got something for
Put it to
y'all.
the side, hide it from y'all.
But yeah, I felt like I missed everything because I saw him.
Yeah.
And it's like normal night, and then you wake up and say, man, I was just there. Like I missed everything.
Right,
That's
right,
why I hit you. Man, was you there?
Yeah, and I was like, yo, I literally Donnell was on stage that third show when I was leaving, man.
Right.
But and Corey usually stays outside while comedians are performing till it's
True.
time for him to perform, but it was raining.
So that's why he came in.
That's why he was
See how
inside.
those little things
The little
make things
always
happen?
matter.
But you know, here's what I saw. First, it came off of TMZ, so I was like, all right. So I'm like, I saw it as TMZ, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna even see it because it just looks like I don't even want to see it because it's been doctored or whatever. So
Yeah.
I just disregarded it. So here they go again, comic beef. Like I have respect both of those OGs, and that's like I don't even want to see it. And then it kept on coming back up and up and up. So I said, let me watch this thing. So when I watched it, I couldn't help but think,
Corey was being
no. I was like, they're not showing us the whole thing. So that's when I hit you up. I said, like, yo, what happened? But you didn't see nothing, so you couldn't tell me nothing. So
Just missed
I still believe that there's some that we haven't seen.
I just told you what you
Well,
didn't
no,
see.
listen. But
But
basically,
you said you weren't there.
He explained it.
okay, but
okay.
But hold on,
Who explained it?
Corey explained it to who?
He put it out there. What happened?
Okay,
He broke
okay.
the whole night. And then Donnell said that he explained his too.
But the thing is
Okay,
this.
that part I didn't see.
The thing is this. The seed of it all
Okay.
started with Corey on his podcast saying Dave bombs and Dave's not as funny
Okay,
as people
go
think
back.
he is. And
Okay, so that's-
bruh, as a comic that's been in some beefs with other comics, it's always a seed that was
Planted
weeks
way
beforehand.
before.
You know what I'm saying?
So this came together. It's like, all right, I'm gonna say
It
something.
was a perfect storm. Yeah, he
That-
said the thing about Chappelle on his podcast. Yo, he be coming in bombing his hot garbage, and they be thinking he all that. He ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? Donnell saw it. He's Donnell's Dave's
course he
opening
saw.
act.
yeah.
Of course, it's so.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would like to think if somebody said some shit like that about me, yeah, I too would be like, yo, nah, nigga, you can't talk about my man like that. We on
Yeah,
tour
right.
with the nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
I
Of
would
course,
wait-
if you know it's not true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was the seed.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was, okay, I'm at the factory, he's at the factory. Then it was raining, so he comes inside. Then it's like, was Corey on the show?
No.
Or it was like, yo, you just want
He
to,
wasn't on the show.
you know, like a
Not
your
originally
name,
on the show. So
you and
he came. Yeah.
me, Corey, Jay Phillips probably.
Okay.
Niggas are walking and they go, yo, you want to go up?
Yeah.
Right.
So Corey gets that. He gets that. He deserves that.
Yeah,
as he should get that.
yeah.
So
Right.
it's all a perfect storm, and that's boom. It was like
Yeah, because the egos come in.
Right.
I'm really supposed to do 12 to 15, but I just did 20 because I'm supposed to be the last one.
Right.
Oh, I just closed it out, and
I
you're gonna
just
come
closed
back
it
out.
Now you're bringing somebody else up. He talked about Chappelle, and so that probably had Donnell riled
of course.
Yeah, you figured. Yeah.
And I can't really, to be 100% honest, I can't never really gauge Donnell Rawlings' energy.
You mean like off the stage?
Just in general. Cool
He
dude.
good dude.
Yeah,
Always
yeah.
good energy.
Yeah.
Good dude. Well, I spoke to him today.
Yeah, but with you. So like,
I get what you're saying.
even at New Year's, it was like, yo, he come in, New Year's Eve, we have a good time,
Oh, yeah,
we
yeah,
all
yeah.
on stage.
Yeah.
And I see him after that at the Improv with him, I'm like, yo, what's good, man? And it's like the energy it's just like, yeah. So, and it could be me. I'd be like, damn, nigga, we was just kicking it at.
Right.
But his energy's a little, I can't never really, it ain't like rude, and it ain't, but it's just kind of like, it's hard to gauge sometimes.
So you might be one of those guys that you're gonna have to know for a specific amount of time. So it's like, oh yeah, we hung out, but like that was for that, But that's probably all it is. But he just didn't. Oh yeah, I remember. He's probably not that kind
Yeah,
of guy.
but now it's not a cast you see all the time.
All right, but how does this, like, I wanted to talk about this. We're going to go through all of them, just so y'all know. We're going to go through all of them.
All right.
But how does this, as a comic, how do you feel about this? Like,
Well, one, I think, out the gate, if I just look at what was happening, I saw two OGs battling it out, but one of them was on stage. And then I see another OG heckling, talking, yelling. I take something being taken personal. Now, it looked like the subject, not thinking about a seed or anything,
right,
but it just looked like, yo, why are you yelling at Corey on stage? So something's personal going on. So that's why I'm like, okay, what happened right before? Did he call him out? And did he say something immediately in the room? Like, so that's why I was like, yo, what did they do? How come they didn't show us all of that? Like, they cut that off. Just get this part right here. So from that perspective, it's like, yo, why are you heckling another comedian? So
you thought Donnell was in the wrong initially.
Okay.
More so than
so
Corey.
More so just being, okay, this is all you're showing me. If he's heckling, there's a reason for it. But if there ain't no reason for it, why are you heckling another comedian while he's on stage?
Right.
That's what I saw. But a seed, you kind of understand, doesn't make it any better. But it's like,
right.
My initial thing was Corey was being Corey. That was my number one initial.
Like,
but you said Donnell had said it first about.
But that was before I knew what happened. And then when I found out what happened, I said, oh, so I'm thinking Corey just up there, like, after Donnell do his 20 and Corey get up there. So y'all tired of listening to that bullshit? Corey being Corey. Right. But that's not what happened. When I heard Corey was like, yo, I'm doing my thing. I talk about you gotta suck, if you in more than 3 films in Hollywood, that means you had to suck a dick. And this nigga takes it personal and starts heckling me. And then Donnell says in an interview after that, he confirms that, he was taking up for himself because he felt like it was like a personal.
Listen, knowing Donnell the way I know Donnell, I think he was looking for that opening.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think he was like, let him say something.
Let him say
jump on.
something.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he already had the problem with him saying the shit about Dave. So I was like, give me an opening so I could just. And once he said it, I was like, nah, son. I did more than 3 movies, son.
Yeah. And you don't need to give Corey. You can give Corey a half of an inch, and he gonna take that and say whatever it is he been wanting to say.
And on the stage.
It's as we're all in the same. We like it sounds cliche, but we all in the same gang, man. It don't look good. When I saw the video, first of all, both of those dudes are my dudes. Both of them are my dudes.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
I don't like the fact that it was done in front of a room full of people.
Yeah.
Like the audience shouldn't be privy to shit like that.
To our drama.
The audience, right? The audience should never know. They should hear rumors about, I hear they don't get along,
but not witness
never see it.
Yeah,
but never see it.
Yeah, the civilians. This is top.
Live from the Green Room was created to give you guys a glimpse into some of the comedy world that you don't see. That's what we start. That's how the whole thing started.
Yeah,
this right here.
Right.
But some shit y'all still can't see.
Yeah,
I don't think they should see. I think that should have been show Corey gets off stage, yo, son, let me talk to you over here. You know what I'm saying? I think they could have handled it more professionally.
The egos, man.
As far as black men, it's always like, oh, here these niggas go again. You know what I'm saying?
But the good thing is that they didn't. It didn't become violent. It was just about a shouting match. So I that's cool. But again, this is why you can't just read into everything that you see.
But no, in the social media age,
that don't help.
They read into everything.
You're right.
Social media age, you can create your own narrative from just a clip.
We could take a picture of us right now. They'd be like, "Yo, I can tell by the way Trey leaning over. Him and Tony don't fuck with each other."
Like body language, body language,
and they'll run with that whole narrative.
They'll run with that whole narrative, bro.
Man, it's amazing. Picture is worth 1,000 words. They said, but you put your words underneath there, and he said, "Yeah, that's what they doing," and they believe it. People will believe anything.
The picture is worth 1,000 words, and then the comment is worth 2,000 words.
Exactly.
They'll try to put their narrative on the picture. But I want to segue. I'm gonna segue for a second, but I'm gonna come back to this because we still got more to cover. But Trey Elliot, you being one of the people that do believe that you have to suck a dick to get on in this business.
When did I ever say
Trey
that?
Elliot
You implied it.
has insinuated several times that you got to do something strange for some change in this business.
Okay.
You have insinuated this several times.
I have insinuated. I never said a specific number. I never said you had to be in 3 films to suck a dick.
3.
Let me put this out here on paper.
Let's get it.
Put it out here
on
in the
record.
universe right now.
Wait. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Do you subscribe to the notion and believe this notion?
Okay.
That to be successful in this business, you have to do something outside of your character.
To get to a certain level of success.
What level would
Yes.
that be? What level would that be?
A-lister, 20 million a film, 20 plus million.
So you think Eddie Murphy sucked a dick?
No.
A-lister, 20 million a film.
I don't.
What do you think Eddie Murphy did to be in this position?
I felt like back then.
Back then,
It was.
So no dicks in the 90s. No dicks 90s. Okay.
Look.
No dick 90s.
I'm not saying.
New Year's Eve, 1999. All execs had their dicks out like 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, so who's big in the 2000s? Chris Tucker.
No.
More than 3 movies.
way more.
No,
20 million a picture.
I didn't say about the
A-lister.
I didn't say
Chris,
the 3 movie thing.
Okay, Chris Tucker, 20 million a picture. A-lister, 2000s. Suck the dick.
I don't think Chris Tucker did. Here's the thing. I think it's based off
Because of a fuck up his voice. Come on, man.
Yeah, I think in this industry, sometimes a lot of people make certain sacrifices.
A lot of people. So, okay.
I don't know who, though. Nigga, I don't know. Start asking me about Eddie, and I don't know.
Martin Lawrence, 2000. Your hero. Your comedic hero.
Everything don't got to be sexually.
Okay, so Martin Lawrence did what?
I felt like part of the reason why Martin had that episode is because he didn't subscribe to it.
Interesting.
It's because he didn't subscribe to it. He was fighting the system. So when he was saying they was trying to kill me, I felt like he was subliminally talking about the industry and not subscribing to it. I feel as though everybody don't have to subscribe to it. And there's level, and we all gotta agree. I'm glad you asked this question. There are levels to this game.
Right.
You could
Define that.
You could be a Omar Epps. You could be a Mekhi Phifer. You could be and live.
But what does that mean? Omar Epps. What is an Omar Epps?
You can have a great career in this business.
Longevity in the career.
Longevity in this
Omar
career.
Epps TV, movie.
Yeah, without
both, right?
having to sacrifice certain things. I really believe that.
Mekhi Phifer TV, movie.
Yeah. I feel like people like that, you can but I feel like once you get to like they giving you studios 20 million, 50 million.
So you think they purposely Omar, because you said names, Omar
Yeah,
and
I just
Mekhi.
used them
You think they
because I like the
purposely stay below the radar? Like they're not trying to be superstars because
I just feel like maybe and some of these people may see certain like, you know what, I'm good with that. I don't need to do that. Like I'm working,
Right.
like I'm
bills
rich.
paid, house paid.
Paid. I'm rich. I got a good life.
Right.
But I feel like some people are like, I want more, because they always say having like money's the root of all evil, which that's not true. It's the love of money and the things you would do to get money to me leads to the root or being the root of all evil. So I feel like certain people are like, yo, I will do whatever it takes to get this. And let's be 100% honest. The people of power a lot of them are some sick motherfuckers. And it's about control. And it's like, what are you willing to do in order for me to give you $30 million to film and give you this deal? Are you willing to do this? You know what I mean? Because there's so many successful people who were unhappy in this business that reached the pinnacle in our eyes of what we want to succeed and achieve in this business. Why are you unhappy?
May I say something?
Sure.
I believe that any human being in this business or any other business that is wildly successful and unhappy, part of that reason, I'm not saying 100%, but part of that reason is because they have put such an emphasis on that thing, that goal being the thing that will make them happy, that when they got it, they realized it wasn't everything that I thought it was going to be. And that's where the unhappiness comes in. That's why you got to be happy in here first. You got to be happy with this. I'm happy because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, not the biggest comedian in the world. I will be soon. I'm not the biggest box office draw. I will be soon. I don't sell out Madison Square Garden and Radio City. I will soon. But even when I get that, being on the stoop in Brooklyn and getting a slice of pizza from Not Raised on Fulton Street, hanging with Charleston, will be the ultimate.
Right.
Hanging with my brothers will be the best shit ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that don't define me.
Right.
You see football players all the time. Football players grew up, they played Pop Warner. They played junior high, they played high school, they went to college, they go to the pros. They play their whole career, they retire, and they damn near suicidal because they have let football define them.
Right.
They don't know who they are without the football.
Yeah.
I know exactly who I am without the jokes, without the stage time, without the movies, without the TV shows. I'm still Tone from Decatur Street.
Right. And the things that...
That's why I will always be happy.
The things that... The why you do certain things is like, I like this, it fulfills me, this is what I like to give, you know. But if you're doing it for other people and it becomes a chore or it becomes work or something, and you know, you don't get the same feeling when you do it because you know you remember why you started in the first place, but now it's like you have to do it because this person can't do it without me or something, or now you're overdoing it. This person is dictating how you do your craft or your art, or they're, you know, when you have the power to say no, it's like, nah, I don't need it right now.
But
when people say, no, I need it, I need you to do this, it's like, now you're doing it for somebody else.
So think about it on even a smaller scale.
Okay.
It could be a manager at Walmart that's trying to get, you know, with an employee. So hold on. And it's like they will coerce, hey, if you want this raise, or Bank of America or corporate America. So for me, I'm like, come on.
So
somebody running.
Wait, I get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. I'm agreeing with you 100%.
Yeah.
I think that and tell me if I'm wrong. I think that there are people out here that see an opportunity to capitalize off of other people's desire to be further along in life, to make more money at Walmart, or to raise at Walmart, or the new position at Bank of America, like you said, or the new acting role, or the new. So, and then they say, oh, this person really wants this badly. Maybe it's just an opportunity to capitalize on their desire for this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, if you really look at these people, sometimes they're nameless and sometimes faceless until you get past a certain point in your career. And then they reveal themselves to you. Oh, that's such and such a moment. Have you ever been in a party? Oh man, you don't know who that is? It's like, no, I don't know. That's probably the most powerful person in the room. And that person, if they're in your space, it's for a reason. Your accomplishments led you up to that point. And if there's some sort of a, meeting, oh, hey, this person can do this for you, and you start performing, then you trying to posture and make sure that they know what you can do. Now it's like, all right, you're revealing your desires to these people, and now they take a mental note of it, and then they're like, okay, let's see, give them this. see, and they draw you in. Even
What's that whispering shit?
yeah, let's see. Go ahead and give him a little roll on this. It's the politics. It's the things that happen that we have no idea. But I think this goes on. I think somebody from across the room see you, me like,
Well, ultimately,
I think. Let me just finish the thought.
Good.
I think that when to your point, when people see that you have these desires and they can do something about it to fulfill, they want to make a trade, a transaction, and they're like, what are you willing to do for it? And it becomes something that you may have to compromise yourself. Again, the episode we're talking about selling out or selling your soul or whatever. Now you feel like, I probably shouldn't do this, and then you back off of it. Or like, I'll go ahead and do it just this one time. It's like they know, it's like they watching you. It's like, this person likes white women, and then all of a sudden you're around a whole bunch of them, and then it's like
They know your vices.
Yeah, they know your vices. Like I'm trying to throw them off the scent. I love white women. Let's see how much they start coming into my life, but I don't. But so anyway, so it's like they lure you into this false sense of I've made it, I've accomplished, and then you have to trade on your morals for success. And then you do it once, twice, don't nobody really know. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, once you get past that,
when you think nobody know, then that's what they know.
They know.
You think they don't know? They know.
They know. Or you see somebody that you aspire to be, and you're like, I wonder if they did. And then you see them, and it's like, oh man, I don't know if it was worth it. Now the sadness kicks in. Mm-hmm. You still
and the depression kicks in,
and then the depression,
and the drugs,
and then the drugs. If that's your thing, but if that's what you do,
it don't usually be your thing. But now they're trying to figure out how to cope.
What they're trying to do is, look, this is our cash cow. How do we keep them in the fold? That might be something. Like, let's introduce another thing to keep them or her.
But you know what? Here's the thing. Sorry. I agree with both of y'all. I agree 100% with both of y'all. You know why? Because, like you said, I think this is where you were going with it when you said Walmart at the Bank of America. It's like everybody kind of lives like that. Yeah. Here's an example. Back in the day when I was in Brooklyn and the drug dealer with the big fancy car would come through and all the chicks was, oh shit. It was basically, for an opportunity to be in this space, I will compromise.
Right.
And they knew it. Like, I got the car. What you trying to do, shorty? You know what I'm saying? And then it was, the guy, the athlete with money. I'm at the party. The chick's at the party. The athlete with money's there. Damn, he just signed this contract. What you trying to do, shorty? You trying to? So it's basically like we've been living like this our whole lives. We've been, at least we've been seeing this our whole lives. We've seen the star basketball player at high school get the chick that was like, oh, he the man.
Right.
Not even knowing what the man meant, but what the accolades came with it. But he had a title, so to speak.
Right.
So that's how we've been living our whole lives. Now we get in this industry, and it's like, oh, they really fucking get.
Isn't it like one of the 7 deadly sins, vanity and pride?
Yeah. Like, the realest movie that made sense to me as an adult, and I liked the movie as a teen, late teen, but I didn't really understand the full concept of it, is The Devil's Advocate. When I watched that as an adult,
Keanu Reeves,
with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino, it made that much more sense to me. Because, it's funny that you say, oh, they really. Let's just keep it a buck. These white people be on some, they be on some, like they could be a little extra with the shit and the things that they got in them. Like,
and art imitates life, so maybe the movie was written like they don't even know we really writing this shit.
Like, they're telling us what they like to do.
The Sodom and Gomorrah and all that shit is like that. Listen, man, so
Sodom and Gomorrah,
you go and see something like, they got motherfucking. What the fuck they doing with the dog? Like, niggas will never do no shit like this.
Man, watch Black Mirror.
I mean, but
Black Mirror?
Yeah, Black Mirror. It's on
so what I'm saying is, we can't put it past these people, man. Like, they always say the devil is with the pitchfork and the
No, devil comes in many forms.
The devil comes in many forms, and in this business, the devil comes in a suit with the nicest car.
No, the devil comes in the thing that's in your head that you are coveting the most.
Yeah,
the devil's coming like that.
I like that.
Yeah,
it's like, yo, they say God knows your heart, devil knows your fucking thought.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They can see.
Yo, I'm gonna get all the bitches. And guess what? The devil's coming as a bad. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all this money and do these drugs. Devil coming as this pure cocaine. Like the devil coming
pure.
And don't get me wrong, it's not everybody. Like I said, there's levels to the game. What level you? Just like an athlete, an NBA. Like you on the bench, you're a third stringer, you're a second string, you're a starter. You know what I mean? Like what access do you have and what access do you want?
You know, I went to what you said kind of reminds me of something like, the access to get in. And it's like when you get in, it's like, yo, man, either like you want to indulge in all the things that you see, or you're like, yo, y'all are some freaking freaks.
It's like, you going to leave Jamie Foxx party at 1 o'clock, or you going to stay till 5 or 6
to the crack of dawn.
And this ain't no shout out Jamie. Jamie cool people. Everything.
But he got
all
parties.
love. I'm just giving you an example.
Right.
Yeah, party
of like
the Hollywood party.
Of a Hollywood party, man. Like the first time I seen like cocaine was in the Hollywood Hills. And I mean, I'm having a conversation with this white girl. She's like, "Yeah, I'm a school teacher, and yeah." Oh, hold on, real quick. I got to go do a bump. I'm like, a bump of what? There's this white dude on the table that's putting all this cocaine out, and I'm like, shit, I'm looking like God. That like, but it's like even shit like that. If you know you don't do drugs, and you have a meeting with a Hollywood exec, and he putting out some cocaine, and he like, yo, you want to do a hit? And you just got finished talking some business. In your mind, you like, shit, if I say no, this motherfucker might be like, oh, he ain't really
about it. He ain't
about it. And you kind of get conflicted. And you might say no, and then that deal don't come through. You wonder why he ain't.
Right.
If you take that one hit, and and it start with simple shit like that. And now this is in my mind.
This is all in my head.
This is in my mind. But there's a reason why some people are here and some people are there and some people are here. And not saying that everybody that's there have done that. But a lot of times.
You think potentially everybody that's here could be here? Maybe let me rephrase it. You think potentially everybody that's in the G League can play in the NBA?
No. I think everybody's not good enough.
Right. So do you think every actor that's down here is good enough to be up here?
Nope. I don't think so. But I think some people who I felt like had the potential or had got good long-standing longevity in their careers. Like I look like the people I named, like the Fabulous of the rap game. Like they nice, they dope, they got their money, they doing their thing. But I don't need them win a Grammy. You know what I mean? I don't need them win. Like I'm good here. And I feel like some people like, fuck that, I want more. What I got to do to get more, and that ain't, and I ain't mean saying everybody.
So far, no knock to Fabulous, no knock to Jamie Foxx. This nigga name dropping, but saying like,
Fabulous.
I know,
I know, Fabulous, but and like Jamie, I always got respect for and love for him, but I just kind of just looking at it from a different lens, like, why this person ain't there, or maybe this person seen something that was like, you know what, I'm good with just doing this right here. People
will they'll aim for what they want, and then if it changes on the way or they get to a certain point and you get exposed to other things, I think I'm gonna try this, and then there's some moral gatekeeper or something like that. It's just we're all getting groomed to some degree.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Like the ones that, unfortunately, as well as I do, things happen. We don't know these things. That no one talks about it, but things happen. You can't get away from it. Either you keep your morals, keep your wits about you or whatever, and you say, no, I'm not going to do that, and you're happy with your choice. You can live with your choice. You can look in the mirror.
You take the hard road.
Because you have to have a certain mentality. See, people out at home, look, Hollywood is a small couple of streets. Hollywood is just by coincidence. That's where it is.
And
Hollywood,
take Black Hollywood.
smaller. Black Hollywood. It is a mindset.
No, but Black Hollywood even smaller.
It's about 2 stores. It's a kiosk compared to the rest of Hollywood. There's a movie. It's a documentary. It's called like How the Jews Invented Hollywood, and it's a very informative film. It's pretty interesting, but Hollywood itself, this is just selling entertainment. It's a store,
and
that's all it is.
And it's fun.
It's Wall Street for theatrics.
Yeah.
The stocks and the bonds are us.
Yeah, and it sells stuff, and
That's a perfect way to say it.
yeah. We are the actors,
And it's fun
Yeah.
for them. You
Yeah.
got to remember, these studio execs, they don't just own Warner Brothers, and they own the electric company. They own the water shit. Like, it's only like 5 of them that, you know what I mean?
You talking about the big movie houses or something?
Just the people that run this business, bro.
It
Ain't that many.
I'll say it like
And it's
this.
a game. Like we're
It
the
is.
pawns. They just like, oh, what would this person do for $50 million? I give him $50 million. Like,
I'm pretty
it's
sure there's
nothing
that
to them.
attitude a little bit, but in and of itself, it is it's an engine for economy. Like we need this. It's like this is the entertainment business. Then you have this is politics. This is politics. This is entertainment over here. This is education. They all make money.
But guess what?
What?
Guess what? When you say it's entertainment, right?
The business.
It's literally entertainment to them, meaning it's just entertainment for them. Because the Hollywood is big for us, but it's a small piece
Microcosm.
microcosm for how they generate their money, because they got money in so many other. So this is a small percent. So it's a game to them. The sports is a game to them. They just like, okay, throw him $100 million. I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna give my guy $2. Like, it's all a game for them.
So you saying they
chess
playing
pieces?
real life Monopoly?
They playing real life
Monopoly with the
us,
pieces?
man. And
Listen, man. All that being said, if you're coming into this business, whatever art form you do, if you sing or you rap or you dance or you tell jokes or you write movies or you're in thespian, before you come, just have a strong
Sense of
grip
self.
on who you are
Right.
yes.
at your core.
And Martin said,
At your core, know who you are.
Right.
and name your price. Name your price. What price are you willing to take and accept, or how far were you willing to go? Name your price, man.
Yeah.
And that's real talk, because the good thing about social media now is
It ain't shit good about social media.
well, the only positive thing that's also a negative
Fucking
is
nice
that
pictures, naked bitches. That's the only thing.
Naked.
Bitches that, with no morals.
it exposed us to shit that we may not have known before getting into this industry in a sense.
We knew everything we just talked about. We knew before social media.
No, I ain't know before YouTube. Nigga, I would have been all in Weinstein hotel room. Like, I didn't hotel. This is Harvey Weinstein.
Damn.
People be bringing violence to
You know, wait,
kill.
hold up. You know that was in newspapers too. You could have read that in the newspaper.
Well, I'm just saying. Yeah,
You could have read the newspaper, bro.
I don't read newspapers in my 20s.
This nigga,
so-
come on, bro.
I think
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
I see what
we
you're
ain't know about no Illuminatis and all that shit until
until YouTube. Somebody put that video up.
Yeah,
and
then
said,
you
"Man,
like,
this looks
oh,
like it's back in '72.
And so from that point, you kind of be on your P's and Q's. But nigga, like, I feel bad for the people that moved out here. I feel bad for Leroy from Fame. He moved out here like, I'm just trying to, look, you know what I mean? Or the black nerd from Revenge of the Nerds. He just like, hey, man.
Oh man, you're like,
I'm just trying
Damn,
to,
yo.
I'm just trying to be an actor.
Shout out to my man from Revenge of the Nerds.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, people who didn't know about those shit like that, and they move out here and they get caught up, like, God, that, like.
No, but you can't say him because you said before the 1990s it wasn't like that. So Revenge of the
Well,
Nerds didn't have to suck a dick.
I'm just naming
He
people.
did all
before
5
you
movies
too.
and didn't suck a dick.
No, that's been going on since it started. That's since
Yeah.
Buckwheat and Stymie. Think about what happened to them.
You think Buckwheat had to suck a dick? Buckwheat was like, oh, Tay, I duck a dick.
I started thinking about it.
I duck a dick.
Probably.
I mean, let's think about it.
you have
Oh, they
the
are
human,
sick.
the human being has several orifices.
Stupid.
Something is going somewhere. You choose, motherfucker.
All right, so let me ask you: have anybody ever been, like somebody approach y'all on some like inappropriate shit, like
That has never happened to me. That has never happened to me. And I think, and I'm not. I'm trying to like. I'm not a tough guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not a tough guy. I fight if my back's against the wall. You know what I'm saying? But I think, even with the comedy beef we were talking about earlier, people know when it come to tone, take a left, man. You don't really
take a left.
Just, don't do that with. Fuck with all of them over there. Take a left when it get the tone. Take a left, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna take it there.
You gonna blast them in their mouth.
I'm gonna take it there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think the industry. I think
they know that.
I'm trying to.
You know what?
Cautiously. I don't want to say the industry knows who I am. Some people in the industry don't even know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
the higher ups, like who is he?
Yeah.
So I can't say they know not to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But I think there's a portion of the industry that does know me from what they've seen in my work or heard I said in social media and in public. And I think they get a sense of like, yo, he ain't gonna do that.
Right.
I really believe that. I really believe like they get a sense of like, yo, he ain't to do it to try like that.
And mind you, that don't mean you ain't gonna get some TV shows. You ain't gonna get movies.
But it don't mean that my motherfucker won't say some foul shit to me.
Yeah.
But I think they know like, nah, he ain't. I'm just not. I don't look like it. I don't walk like it. I don't. I don't even fucking have celebrity friends because I don't like to be around a bunch of motherfuckers that's being fake. Like those Hollywood parties you talking about earlier. Yeah. I've been to a few and I've been like, yo, why everybody here fucking acting like this, man?
Yeah, ain't nobody.
And then you see somebody you know, like, yo, what up, boy? And they're like, oh, how are you? Nigga, wait, what was it?
you acting
Oh, you see a
weird.
chick you know, and she's like,
how did
I'm
you
going
get
to
in
meet
here?
the director. I'm like, oh, y'all different up here. Okay, all right, so this ain't for me, man.
You know, sometimes I think there's like a few people that are there for whatever. You remember that movie, The Game, with Michael Douglas and Sean Penn, and Sean Penn paid.
Oh yeah.
To put people around, people around his brother to manipulate him and move him, and I think to some degree those people exist. That there's people everywhere that are watching you, in case you do something that they could use. We can use this. We can use him for this. That he's got the look. He's got this, and once you start asking for things, they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know if we can do that. Well, let me see. And then they get back to you. They know they full well they can give whatever you ask.
Yeah.
But they want to they want to control the situation. You are to be controlled out here. You're just an actor. You're just a comedian. You don't write your own checks. I mean, they do these things because they know we need it.
Yeah.
They create this environment to where you're not going to be this if you don't do that. You got to be willing to take this in order to get that. It's a give and take business. And I think the true talent, the people who stay true to themselves, their morals, they will be put around the right people that can truly evolve their careers to something more meaningful and help other people come up and do the same. It's a worthy business.
I've had a stylist, gay dude, when I was working at T-Mobile, come in. I'm cool with everybody. I don't care if you gay, whatever. It's all good. If you cool, yo, what up, man? I'm that dude. What up, boy? Yeah, I mean, okay. Boom, boom, boom. This dude was a particular stylist for a lot of celebs. One night, I go to a party.
With him?
No. Nah, nigga.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah. I went to a party, ran into him.
Right.
Yo, what up, man? How you doing? I ain't about to ask. Yeah, what up, man? You good? Shit, well, cool. And he was like, how's everything been going?
Right.
I'm like, things is cool, just I'm out here auditioning, grinding.
Just out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, cool. And this nigga said this shit so fast, and I'm mad at myself because I said, huh? And he said it again. But he was like, so do you suck and fuck for parts? I said, huh? And the nigga said it just again. So do you suck and fuck for parts? And I looked, I was like,
Bam.
nah. And I just kind of just put my head down and just.
You was sad?
I was just like,
about it.
I don't suck your fucking
yo,
part.
you know why? Because I was like, well, I can't be like he ain't like touched me, no. But the fact that he asked me that, I was just like
he made an
that's
assumption
on it.
about you.
You can't. That's the thing. You can't take shit like that and apply it to you and make it affect you.
Yeah.
That's he on that.
yeah, I was just
Yo, that's
So
you know what I'm saying?
he was trying to see if you was like that. If you was
Yeah,
that
I
type
was
of
like,
person.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you can't take. You
Yeah.
can't be like, I felt bad. He said, but nigga, he said he was on some weird shit. He said some crazy shit.
and-
Like, go ahead with that sucker shit. Man.
But I felt like, damn, I can't even be cool. Like I try to be cool just because, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just because
Right.
I'm okay with that. Like, yo, but then when he took it there, I was like, and that was my first time saying, I was like, God damn it.
You know,
Nah, bro,
It's just disgusting.
You gotta
God
be like, yo, that he was on some weird shit. I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know,
Some people-
don't take nothing away from me. I'm still the cool motherfucker I
Yeah.
was when I walked in here.
Yeah.
That's why I said you gotta have a firm grip on who you are. You're gonna hear shit. You're gonna see shit. You're gonna hear rumors about shit and people you respect and people you like and admire. Just keep that grip on who you are.
Yeah, so you're talking about, hey, you have to do these things to get to a certain point of success. There's some people out here that will do something strange.
Yeah, we know that. We know that.
But for some stage time.
We know this.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
Stage time is very important.
It is very important, but it's like
That's currency in this business. Stand up.
And the booker or the host.
Bookers try to fuck comics.
Yeah.
To get to so they can if you want to get booked.
Right.
Headliner.
Hosts is like, yo, I could introduce you to the headliner.
Yeah.
Fucking promoters are like, yo, you want to do the show, bro? Everybody's, you know,
Everybody's doing it at every
At
level.
every level, that's all I was trying to say. At
Yeah.
every level, it's not about $20 million of film.
that's what I said. Like the whole in society is
Yeah.
like that. But we can talk about this all day. We're gonna segue again because I want to get back to
Yeah, the
all of the crazy shit that's happening in the comments.
Make sure you smash the like button and
Yo,
subscribe.
to our shit.
Do that.
Like, leave your comments. Talk to us. We're gonna talk back to you.
For sure.
This one's interesting because she's getting a lot of flack, and I just want to see what y'all think about it because
I know.
I feel a certain way about it, but I want to bring it to my brothers. So Tiffany Haddish got in trouble. She was on a flight. I don't know where she was going in particular.
Israel.
No, I think she just said that. I don't know if she was really going to Israel, but I think she was she might have been flying to New York, but she was like, I'm heading to Israel to go see these men, and got a lot of flack because Tiffany Haddish was not aware of the situation going on over there. I truly believe that. I think she might have just heard Israel on the news and got on the plane and made the video like, I'm going to Israel. I heard it on the news today. You know what I'm saying? And got a tremendous amount of flack. Also, when Monique did the
Shay
Shay interview and talked about how Tiffany was like, I don't want a husband like that to control me. And if that's the case, I don't want to be married. And then Monique fired back at Tiffany. And Tiffany fired back at Monique. So what do we think about just the Tiffany aspect of all of this shit that's going on with comics right now? We'll get to the Monique and we'll get to the Shay and we'll get to Kat and we'll get to Sad and but right now Tiffany's in the scope.
Right.
Did you take anything from that? Did you feel any kind of way?
So I kind of disagree with you on one in one of your.
You think she
stances.
was going to Israel?
I think she was going.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because she shot some videos.
Oh, she was there. Oh, see, I don't listen.
Yeah,
I live in my own little bubble, bro. I see something on social media, and that's all I see.
Right.
So she really was there.
she
Okay, I
went
did not know
there,
that.
And she was with a chick from Israel, who was like a big influencer or celebrity in Israel, and they were eating pickles, and she was promoting pickles, and people were like, how you gonna eat pickles when people are getting killed in Gaza and this, that, and the third. And she was just, recording live from there. And she started promoting, because she says she's half, Jewish. She has some, and so she's promoting that as, that part of her. Hey, I am Jewish, and so I don't think she went there with any ill will.
intention.
She said, I am going there to see what is happening. And to see what's really going on, right? Yeah. But everybody was like, well, not where you're at. You're in Tel Aviv, where it's, nothing is going on there. You just, that's just like going to like a resort.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
You need to go 15 miles south to where the shit is really happening. So she was kind of just like, hey, I'm going there to see for myself what's going on. And the people was like, well, where you at? You ain't going to see shit.
Yeah, I think that's what the thing was. The thing that set people off was, I'm going to see for myself.
Right. And
As if she was going to the Gaza
because
Strip.
what's going on there right now that's in the news
is
the Gaza Strip, right?
the Gaza, yeah.
So to say I'm going to see for myself is like, oh, you going to check the foul shit out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe she was going to check out the facts for herself. But
People started saying,
Again, what we said earlier, people would take a clip,
Yeah.
comment,
take a clip,
and read it into the-
and then people are saying, well, how much did they pay you? Was it worth it? Because in their mind, they're like, they use somebody to be an ambassador to promote Israel in a good way. Because now they're on Israel's ass.
So if you're an ambassador, sitting around a round table, you go,
Hey, let's get Tiffany.
we must get a celebrity to help Israel. We need a name to promote Israel.
And then you hear in the background, she ready.
What about Tiffany Haddish? Nigga, I don't think that's what happened at the table.
Yeah,
I don't think
we
that
all
happened.
know Tiff. We know Tiff ain't on no.
I think Tiffany is a self-proclaimed hood girl.
Thank you.
that's part of her.
That's part of her whole sales pitch.
And she like a
yo,
free trip
I'm
to
a hood.
Israel.
I don't give a fuck. I talk with a loose tongue. I don't really
Right.
really know. I don't do my due diligence on half of the shit I talk about.
Tiffany has
Which
been,
gets me in trouble, but also it's like, yo, you can't hold me accountable for it. I didn't even know this shit was going on like that.
But you know what? She's been in the news on some controversy, and anytime she pops her head up, okay, go get her again. Get her again. I think there's an element of that, and I think that sucks. And then she may feel the fallout after the fact. I was just this. I was just in Israel doing this, and it's like what the fuck? Is it why? Leave that girl alone.
That's the part, man. When you make, like they always say, appreciate where you at, the levels you're at.
Don't always say that. Don't always say that.
Yeah, because once you get to another level, you can't even
New
do
levels,
the
new
simple-
devils.
Yeah,
new
that.
levels,
I'm
new
gonna put that in the
devils,
freestyle.
Yeah, and there's still old devils. Once you go back down, come
You
back down to
can't
their
do the
level.
simple shit, or everything that you do is now looked at as something that it ain't even is. Look, I'm just gonna be honest, and this ain't taking no stab. I mean, we all sympathize for people in Gaza and any of the Israeli men or women or babies that got killed. We sympathize for human beings, period, right? But I know for a fact Tiffany wasn't over there like, I F Gaza. Oh, I'm siding with Israel. Like, she was just like, oh, okay, free trip to Israel. Let me go see what's happening. And people are more passionate about that than we are. Because at the end of the day, it's technically not our fight in a sense. You know what I mean? Away from us having the sympathy for these kids and everybody dying. But we got people dying and getting killed, like Kanye said, in Chicago every day, people in New York every day. So it's like for us, with black people as a whole, it's like, okay, we sympathize. See, that's our problem. We'll sympathize with any and everybody. We'll throw up prayers for France, prayers for Gaza, prayers for Palestine, prayers for Israel. We'll throw up a praying hand and flag for any and everybody. Nobody does that for us. But I said that to say sometimes we're not really that invested in what's happening. We just like, oh shit, people dying over there, prayers for them. But I'm gonna go to Israel because I got a free trip. Now we get some shit.
Now, did you get a free trip or no?
We've been desensitized to the shit that's going on in our backyard.
Right.
So if somebody getting shot, like all of the shootings in Chicago or Bed-Stuy or Compton or whatever, we just be like, damn, son, like that's crazy. And go right about our
Yeah, go about your day. Yeah.
But we don't get as much news coverage either.
We don't get that. Yeah.
We don't get people. I'm live on the ground here in
Right,
Bed-Stuy,
right.
Brooklyn. They're shooting right now. They make that they make you aware of that. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't know about the free trip.
I mean, I don't know if it's free trip. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm just saying.
She probably said, from what I saw, I just saw very few clips, and it said, "Oh, Tiffany's in Tel Aviv." But it kind of reminds me of when Dennis Rodman went to North Korea. hanging out with the boss of bosses.
Yeah, and he was
and
saying
they're,
cool.
they're like, and he got hated. He got flack for going, "Why are you going over there to the enemy?" And from what I gather, Israel is not an enemy of the United States, and she got flack just for going over there.
But that's because of the genocide that they're causing.
Well, yeah,
So, and it's not looking like a fair fight right now. You know what I mean? And as we saw, it was so many, babies and families and getting bombed and killed. So
It's like the nerve.
And I understand, like I said, we sympathize for that. No problem. You don't got to ask us to sympathize.
I think that because it's Tiffany, because she's black, she is getting the flack that
No,
they've
been on everybody's ass though.
No, but particularly her, because it's her.
Right.
And that's just my opinion. Tell that Tiffany that she need to sit down somewhere. And it's the voices and the white noise on social media that's doing this. Because honestly, do you really care that she went over there to Tel Aviv? Like you just as a person.
Oh no.
Okay, there's a million other people that don't either. That's a social media thing. Tiffany's in Tel Aviv. Let's see what she says. Let's see if we can demonize it. Let's see if we can use it for some fluff. People look tag. I mean, I think all that's bullshit.
Yeah.
All of it.
All right, so we comics.
Yeah.
Tiffany's the homie. We support her. We love her.
She'll be on the show
She'll
soon.
be on the show very
Yeah,
soon.
Tiff, come on.
Come on and talk about it.
Sit down on the white couch.
Drink some rum punch with us. Get her drunk. She'll really start. She'll get her drunk. We get her drunk. She goes, Sherry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said it earlier about Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
I said it earlier about the Monique interview, the Cat interview.
Mm-hmm.
Are we liking Club Shay Shay? Are we liking what his platform is turning into?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now it seems like, okay, so Cat went on 45, now probably up to 50 million views on Club Shay Shay, and then kicked off the tour. Then Monique went on. I don't know how many views, but then
a good second.
But then added to the tour that Cat's on. So, damn, is this the new narrative in stand-up, like to cause the friction to promote the tour? Or is this like, is Club Shay Shay feeding this whole machine about comics going back and forth against each other? Because all of this stuff, I truly still believe, can be handled with a conversation.
The drama, the personal stuff.
Okay, so the drama. Let's talk about the drama first and foremost.
Okay, the drama.
Good for his business, but not good for our business.
It's like comedians are getting caught up in the foray of personal drama and the show business, and there's a magnifying glass on it, and it's like they're only showing. When you get so close to something.
Okay, yeah, but what do we? Let's talk about the Cat interview first. Like,
okay, the Cat interview, and I've said this before. Cat to me seems like a pretty intelligent guy, but he is a comedian. Comedians have shows and they tour. That is the perfect platform to A, sell tickets, and B, while I'm here, let me say this stuff. I'm gonna get some stuff off my chest. It's gonna cause this. He knows this. It's a marketing thing. It's no different than dare I say Donald Trump going somewhere and causing some stuff because he knows it's gonna cause attention to it. And people are gonna be like, hey, he's there. Let's vote for him.
so you think that's the new attention grabber? Just be controversial and say some foul shit about somebody else? That's the new attention?
I feel like it is.
Controversy is the new attention. I like that. I can go with that. And as a side effect, you get to sell tickets to your tour because it's Cat and because he's a comedian. I think that is always, hey, what's up, brother? I think that's always first and foremost the mission. And it's Club Shay Shay, Shannon Sharp. I don't like Shay Shay for me. Like Shay Shay, I'm thinking of a little girl that
Shannon
double
Sharp.
Dutch.
Shannon Sharp.
But anyway, he has a large platform, and that provided him a lane to do that.
No, I think Cat made his
made that
platform
platform,
larger.
Okay,
Yeah, he did.
Okay, look,
I think Cat has expanded his.
Hell
I think his new deal is going to be predicated on, you did those numbers with Cat and then followed up with Monique.
Okay.
Here's your new deal.
Okay, can I say this? I don't know the business end of Club Shay Shay.
Okay.
He obviously is not in it by himself. He obviously has a machine behind him. So guess what that looks like to me? Y'all know me. He's a workhorse. Bring them people in there and let's get this thing going.
Nah, I think you're totally off. I think Club Shay Shay was his shit, and I think when Cat came on there, Cat broke the internet with it. Why? Because Cat was the first one to have that controversy on that show, and Cat got messy, and we all know niggas love drama and messiness, and Cat went in and named several people, and when that several people, that was his ether, and it broke the internet.
I agree.
So now, if you say a workhorse, I can see now the money coming in, just like with Versus when Triller took over. Now you're gonna see.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, but before that, that's why I said I don't know the business in it.
Yeah.
I know he's not doing it by himself now, but when he first started, did he start in his closet? No, it's Shannon Sharp. He's got resources. He pulled some people together that he could have it happen. But I think there's more of a reason to put more resource behind him and pump him up because he's got the people coming in. He's
you know,
got
it's
that
like
drama coming through.
Very few people remember this, and I don't even know why I remember this. Remember Jerry Springer?
Yeah.
Jerry Springer started off as a regular daytime talk show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just Q&A, and then Jerry Springer had an episode where it was like a guy wanted to tell a girl he was cheating on her, some shit like that, and she smacked the shit out of him on live TV, and the room went crazy, and the people sitting in the back was like, "Yo,
This is what we gonna do."
This is what we going to do.
everybody was watching that shit."
Next thing you know, there's rum punch in the green
Next
room.
thing you know, every episode was like, "Yo, I want to tell you a secret. I'm a man."
Yeah.
Or it's like the baby's yours. Like
Yeah.
it just went. Let's go full steam ahead that way.
You from
Left.
New York? Okay. Do you remember Richard Bay?
I ain't from New York, nigga. I'm from
Where you
Brooklyn.
from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
You remember Richard Bay?
You could be from Schenectady if you're from New York. Of course, I remember Richard Bay. That's what Al Sharpton and fucking my man from Core fought on live TV.
Yeah. So Richard Bay was the first Jerry Springer.
Yes.
I was on the Richard Bay show.
What do you do? Is that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Is that on YouTube?
Richard Bay might be on
I'm pretty sure.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But
it's all out there.
Yo, what it made me realize is that black people love, like, and not even black. I hate to just label black people. People in general love negativity.
Why? Why do people love negativity?
Because
Let's go deeper than fucking.
because it's better.
Why do people love negativity?
Because it looks like to them, it's better. It like at least I'm not them. I'm not like that.
Oh, it makes people feel better about themselves.
Because
Really?
And sometimes
I think it feeds
But
into
why does
what they already
okay? We talking
are.
about social media. So why does me holding my son get 500 likes, but me punching a nigga in the face gets 10,000 likes and a million comments? Why?
because people.
You don't know, Fox.
No. I'm trying to come
figure
up.
that out myself.
Well, I'm talking about the word I need to use. People, when you're regular and you're like everybody else, and I'm talking about like with your the baby pictures. When you're like everybody else, oh yeah, you get a few likes like that. But if the negativity, how you respond in a like the Cam Newton thing, we're gonna
get to that next. We get to that next.
People want that because they want to express themselves with no consequence. They live vicariously through this. Like if you could do some kind of damage, if you could be the center of attention, and a lot of times that's something negative happened. Some violence went down. So when they see that, it's like a train wreck. They can't take their eyes off of it. And in some cases, if they can put themselves into the shoes of the person who's or gets in trouble, hauls off to jail or something, it doesn't matter. They will do that. They want to see it again, show it to their friends, and pass it around.
I agree a portion of that. I do agree that people can't take their eyes off the train wreck.
Yeah.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
People just want to see the crash.
Yeah.
From the comfort of their own living room.
A meltdown. Like I think that's the tagline that I saw on it was on a Tiffany Haddish clip, and it had thousands and thousands and thousands. What? Somebody who I think I should be in their position is having a meltdown. Let me see it, because I'm glad that they're having a meltdown.
Do you think it stems from I was already jealous of this person? Now to see them in turmoil, it makes me feel better about myself.
Yes, it's so much. There's there's levels, there's nuance to that, and I'm saying in that particular case, it's the people who would rather see her fail because they can't be in her position.
You know what I said the other day? I said I wish people could walk around and you could see their last 10 comments they put on social media, just so you can see who the fuck you standing next to and how they really think. There are a lot of miserable.
You would be shocked at how racist people are.
No,
You'd be shocked at how much racist
Yes.
shit is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I tell you because it's some other drama that came about, and we kind of briefly touched on it off of the show, and I'll bring that up too.
Okay.
But like people are very miserable, and they put that shit out there. I don't care what video you see on social media. It could be a video of a baby laughing and smiling in the crib. That could damn near bring a tear to your fucking eye.
Right.
Read a comment.
And you would see a comment, oh my God, why would they have those kind of sheets in the crib?
Yeah.
And you like, yo, what
This the whole entire point.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are miserable.
But what you said about the racists, and this is what made me think about that. So another thing that came up that kind of shook the comedy world was David Lucas. And
Oh,
talk to you about that.
Your boy.
Yeah, and look,
I don't know the nigga, y'all. I don't know the nigga. Never met him. Don't really care to meet him at this point. I'm sure we're gonna cross paths, but that's his man. As a matter of fact, he said that's little bruh. My little bruh, Jordan Rock. My little bruh,
He said, "Is that your man?
that's
your man."
So look, hey, Dave was. It's still his little bro. Sometimes.
Yeah, no, he can't change it.
Sometimes you got to
be really a little bro. Nothing can change that.
Nothing can change it.
He made a mistake.
And
did he really? Okay.
Bad look. I'll say. Go ahead.
And it goes back. It goes. It's funny because I remember I posted something on Facebook, and I remember Tone sent me a message said, "Yo, take that down. We got dates at this particular spot, and I don't want that, blah, blah, blah." I said,
right.
All right, my bad, bro. I said, it's an inside joke.
Big picture.
Yeah. No, no, I was with you.
I know.
Yeah. And I said, yo, my fault, man. It's just an inside joke that's who I had that inside joke with.
Okay.
So you get to kind of get the backstory.
Yes.
So Lucas got on stage in Kansas City and said the joke about George Floyd. He was dealing with a heckler. He's a roaster. And he just been headlining for 2 years.
So why not roast that guy?
Right.
Let you finish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now, mind you, I did his show, which you heard on the podcast.
Yeah.
2 weeks before this shit happened.
Right.
Or even maybe a week. And I told him, I said, yo, Dave, like, you know what? You can do this joke without putting a black woman down. This joke sound like you putting a black woman down. I said, you could still get a good laugh in the punchline without using that. And I've been on Dave's ass, and he'll tell you for some years about some of his material. Like, yo, Dave, you could, like, damn, nigga, like, hey, man, look, don't be doing all that coon and shit. And even when
go ahead.
So even when I did his show, he said, they're going to call you a coon for doing my show. I said, they ain't going to call me no goddamn coon because my material is whatever. And even when I did his show, I talked about Dave in front of his family. I said, I know y'all disappointed in this thing. You know what I mean? But he knows, he knows my stance.
Yeah.
And he always knew my stance.
I got to just jump in for a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So if you have to bring something up to a person time and time again, and they still do it, that's a choice.
No, it's a choice now.
That's a choice.
Yeah, he's definitely.
I want to do it.
I
want to
say
made his choice.
I don't care what you're saying. I want to do it.
Definitely made
It
his
wants
choice.
to be shocking. Like,
So when he, dealing with the heckler or whatever, and, because his fan base is mostly white, and he was just like, yeah, you showing all these white people why the reason why that cop put his neck on the back of George Floyd, put his knee on the back of George Floyd's neck.
Yeah.
Now even the white people there was kind of like, and he was like, oh, don't, I could do that joke. Like he was like, I'm a comedian, it's a joke. I wouldn't have put my knee on his neck. I would have shot that nigga.
That's the
All
part.
the black people, a lot of black people got up and left older black people. And I said, oh my God. So not only did I went on live with him and this other dude who was taking up for David, and I went on live and was like, bruh, like, you can't do that. You can do it, but you can't do that. Like you pandering. I went in on him, big bro, little bro, whatever. Told him how I felt, and not only did I tell him there, when I would see things on social media, I would be like, yeah, it was some bullshit. Like I did not take up for him. He knew I made it known how I felt publicly and to him, but I let him know how I felt to him privately in private first.
Okay.
And he got, and this is where I'm going with it. DL Hughley posted it.
Okay.
And then everybody started posting it, and he started getting all this.
What did
slack.
DL say?
DL was like, DL, he pro-black, so he was just like, yeah, when you try to do comedy or something, basically saying this shit was whack, this shit was trash, you know what I mean? And he just went in on him. But I started seeing all these white people comment and saying, why would they get mad at that? George Floyd was a drug user. He didn't die from the knee on the neck. He died from fentanyl. And I said, Dave, I said, you don't see what you're doing?
Yeah.
I said, read the comments. I said, everybody that's saying something about George Floyd, they're white. And they're saying all of that. I said, this is what you're doing. I said, you got to read these comments, man, to see what these people are saying, because they're discrediting a black man being murdered on national social media.
You're giving them permission to do so.
And you're making it seem like it was okay. I said, so you're going to tell me because this man did drugs or whatever, he deserved to die? I said, motherfucking Robert Downey Jr. was the biggest druggie in Hollywood. Would he have deserved something like that to happen? No. Now he's the biggest, one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. You can't use that to make it justifiable. And I said, and are you okay with this and with these people saying this stuff about another black man? That's what I had to ask him. And at this point, Lil Bro kind of gone, like, cause he getting a lot of publicity, got a movie deal out the shit. And that's where I'm just like, but the negativity.
Well, you say he gone. What does that mean?
He made his choice?
He made a choice.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
There's nothing I could say because he getting back up by Rogan. He's back, he's getting endorsed by Tony Hinchcliffe. There's nothing I could say to him at this point in time. He's making money. I said, I know it's hard to tell a nigga that's making some money.
You can't say that.
It's hard for me to. I told him that. I said, I know, nigga. I know you making money now, so it's hard for me to tell you. But just be mindful.
Hard to change a nigga mind when he start getting money. Hard to change a nigga mind when he start getting pussy.
Yeah, it is.
Nigga start getting money. Hard to talk him out of whatever he was doing to get money.
Yeah.
Nigga start getting pussy. Hard to talk him out of whatever he started doing to get pussy, because he wasn't getting those two things before.
Right.
Always remember that.
And I'm not going.
Hold on, I just want to say something real quick.
Yeah.
I just like, I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
I see the time right there. It's 7:55.
Yeah.
7:53. I just decided. I don't like the phrase pro-black anymore.
Okay.
I just decided. I just was like, when you said it, I was like,
talk to us.
It feels like pro-black is like, this person's black and they proud of their culture and their heritage.
Right.
So we got to call them pro-black. It's like, why can't you just be black and be proud of your culture and your heritage? Like, you said it, but you didn't say nothing malicious about it. I just heard the phrase and was like, what the fuck does that mean? In my head, I was like, what does that mean, pro-black? It just means you black and you happy about it. But since so many of us are looked at negatively, that to hold yourself in a high esteem for being black is called pro-black.
Yeah.
But I think we all are.
Yeah, at least you should be.
We don't. I'm not you.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah.
We don't fucking sound the trumpets, but I think every day you wake up in the morning and you try to carry yourself regally.
Yeah.
I carry myself regally. I wake up every morning and I go, yo, today is gonna be a dope, great ass day. I'm gonna make sure of it. Everybody I come in contact with is gonna feel my positive energy, and I'm gonna make sure everybody that comes in contact with me leaves feeling better just having crossed my path.
There you go.
I like it.
Right? Just crossing my path. Like today I was at the park with Charleston and he was running around the park, and it's like they got a play, like a swing set for little kids and a swing set for bigger kids. And he went to this one, and he was like, Dad, I want to go over there. And I'm like, that's for little kids. And he went over there, but I was watching him the whole time, and there was a lady with her baby, younger child, much smaller. And Charleston was playing on something that the kid was playing, like it was this toy, like had two sides to it. You can make like ring a bell.
Right.
And Charleston was ringing his bell on his side, and the little kid, she was showing the kid how to do it on his side. He was much younger. And she leaned over to Charleston like, hey, you're doing really good over here. Like, this is great. You're doing great. And Charleston looked at me, and I was like, go ahead, play. Like, he looked at me like, yo, Dad, like, this person is here. And I was like, hey, kiddo, you good? And the lady looked at me, and I went like this. Like, yo, he good? Like, and she smiled. Just that interaction right there was like, yo, I see you talking to my son. I will protect him to the death of me.
Right.
You standing there having a conversation with him, it's all good. I'm right here. Like, I want to be far enough away from him that he can be independent.
Yeah.
But close enough that if any danger comes to him,
You're right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought it. Like I always want people to just cross my path and be like, oh, that shit was pretty cool. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And now he's a pro black guy.
I don't want to. My point being, I don't want to get home tonight and go. We was at the park and there was this kid. There was a guy there with his son and he was pro black. Like, I'm just black.
You don't even
when you
want her
say
to bring
that-
your race up. You just want to be like, yo,
A nice guy.
Dad with his kid,
A
father with his
nice
kid,
guy.
father and son. Yeah.
But the world we live in, and
father there with his son.
Yeah, father
and, you know,
and son
and
moment.
and I can't lie, I'm guilty of this. When people tell me a story, I'm like, was he black? Was he white?
No, that's because we
That's in our DNA,
We are
sometimes,
as
yeah.
culture, like
That's it down.
as far as society is concerned, we are in the deficit.
Yeah,
Black people in the deficit financially.
Right.
yeah.
You know, every aspect. We at the low rung on the totem pole.
Well, you know,
Put a pin in that too, because I'm gonna go back.
Okay, go.
No, because it's off subject.
Okay,
So we're gonna talk about it after. You know.
okay. What were you about to say?
so you said you just want to have a father-son moment. It doesn't, you know,
Moments and memories.
didn't
man.
have it like
moments
a
and memories.
racial moment. It's like, notice I didn't ask, like, you know, what color was the other kid and the other mom. I didn't.
White
ask.
lady, white
Okay,
kid.
See, I didn't ask. I'm just saying. I
I live in a white neighborhood. I'm pro black.
When you say it like that, pro-black becomes like, okay, is the definition of it changing to something other than what
But
it
but
needs
here's
to
the thing:
be?
other people take a different meaning from that. That's why you see me like with DC. When we was in DC at the DC Improv, I said, "Yo, I want y'all to know I'm pro-black. That don't mean I'm anti anything else.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm pro-black. That don't mean I'm against anything. I just know we got to get our shit together first. So I am in support of us getting our shit together first. Then we'll deal with y'all motherfuckers later. But we got so much shit going on amongst each other that we got to fix this before we can fix anything else with anybody else.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, it's like, you
Which
know,
is what I was saying about Gaza. It's like, yo, shit, babies aren't goddamn. Like, I feel bad.
Right.
Just give me, just let me make sure this is good, and then I'll get to that. We're not
Listen,
ignoring.
I'll keep it 1,000. Somebody asked me about that, and I said, yo, man, I got to do my due diligence on this because I don't know who the enemy is just because y'all telling me who the enemy is.
Right, not fact.
I just had that.
All
just
the
had
shit going on in
similar
Russia
conversation.
and Ukraine.
I'm
Yo,
like,
I don't know who the enemy is just because y'all telling me who the enemy is.
Yeah.
I got to know what the fucking fight is about, what they standing on, what they standing on.
What happened to day one?
So as far as I'm concerned, I cannot speak on it either way because I didn't do my due diligence. Know why? Because I'm fighting in fucking Brooklyn right now.
There you go. Like, what's that fight over there? What about this fight? I'm in
Right.
this fight right here.
Yeah.
I'm fighting against gentrification, cops, the fucking school to prison pipeline. That shit going on right here. So
Yeah.
excuse me if I don't know every A, B, C, D about what's going on over there.
That's a good stance to have. Is like, just leave me alone about it. Look, I don't know what
Everybody,
that is.
what they say, every person you come across is fighting a war that you have no idea.
Right.
Yeah, and a lot of times that war is
Every
from,
human being.
is from within, you know, and they're like, look, whatever they got going on internally, and you bringing up all this other stuff, they may not even be into that.
And
you know?
keep in mind, America's not the most fucking trustworthy when they come to telling us who the villain is.
You know what?
They got weapons of mass destruction. Remember, they got weapons of mass destruction. Nothing.
Nothing.
You know what? I think in that vein right there, you don't know what the media is in those other places, China and Russia,
Yo,
Ukraine.
son.
They're telling their people the same thing that we're telling them. Those are the bad guys.
Listen, I was in Qatar. I did a show in Qatar for the troops. They call it kata over there. I'm worldly. But I remember one night we went out to dinner. They took us out to dinner, right?
Yeah.
And we downtown Qatar. And it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. And I see fathers and mothers holding hands with their babies and walking in the street. And I see little kids running and playing tag with each other. And I was literally, I'm lifting my hat up so you can see my face. I was literally standing in the square and I was like this. And my face told such a story that a stranger walked up to me, had the turban on and the long. I don't know what you call it. What's the?
A throbe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Pardon my ignorance. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
But look, walks over to me and he goes, "You are from America," and I go, "Yeah, I'm from America." And he goes, "I see on your face. You have believed what you have been told about us."
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "God damn, this motherfucker saw that shit in my face.
Yeah.
You have believed what you have been told about us, and now you see it as not so." And I'm looking at it like,
Yeah.
and he said, "You were told we were violent, and angry, and malicious." Like
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, this motherfucker's reading my mind."
Bro, when I went
He
to,
said, "And now, look, and now you see, we love our families as you love your family.
Yep.
We love our children as you love your children. Mm-hmm. But you have been told."
Yeah.
And I was like, "This motherfucker's fucking breaking me down."
Yep.
And I just shook his hand. I was like, grabbed his hand, and gave him this one, and walked away like, "Yo."
I learned
So
much.
excuse me if I don't just jump on they the enemy because you said they the enemy.
Not facts.
Yeah, Mandela said that. He said that's the biggest problem that people have had with him is you can't tell us who our friends are, and they think their enemies should be your enemies. He did like a big long speech. He said that's
Who did that?
Mandela when,
Oh,
he, was,
Mandela.
when he was alive.
Malcolm X said they'll get one of us to kill one of us just so they can say it was one of us.
Yeah, like, and that's what they did to him.
And when you're not over there, you don't know. Because when I went to Afghanistan and Kazakhstan, I was confused and when they told me, I'm thinking it's one thing we against them, and I was seeing that we were actually helping them against their own terrorism within their country. So it's kind of like the Bloods and the Crips, or like like when they was on, or like the cartel in Mexico,
Right.
and the local Mexicans are fighting against the cartel. So it's not in America would come there to help them fight against the cartel, and they make it look like it's us fighting against Mexico.
Right.
And it's like, nah, we there partner up with them to fight. They're fighting against a small, group of people that's terrorizing them within their own country, man. So that kind of like was something I didn't know when I went to Afghanistan. I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
Look, I want to try to bring this back around to what we were talking about earlier because I just want to see what y'all think and we could just make it.
Yeah, we've been going all over the place.
No, but I listen.
We've been around the world.
I love the episodes where we literally come in here and we don't really have a theme. We just start talking and the shit be like, oh shit, it's 2 hours later.
Yeah.
But I just want to go back to this whole, and I'm not talking about Shannon Sharp.
Okay.
I'm not talking about Club Shay Shay, but
it's
Club
the bigger
Shay Shay
picture.
is the
the root.
It's the back plate.
root
It's a boilerplate that we put.
for what? Yeah. So comedically, how do we fix these grievances with other comedians? Monique had a problem with Kev.
Yeah, man.
Kat had a problem with Sad. Kat had a problem with Steve. Kat had a problem with Ricky Smiley. Kat had a problem with, who else did he say?
Everybody on
right.
the Kings of Comedy.
Right?
Yeah.
Monique got a problem. Faison. Monique got a problem with the industry. Monique had a problem with Tiffany. Corey had a problem with Donnell. Donnell got a problem. Corey got a problem.
Mike had a problem with Shannon.
Mike had a problem with shit. That was quick. That was quick.
That was quick. Yeah.
Corey got a problem with Dave. Faison got a problem with Dave.
We said, oh yeah, Chappelle. Yeah.
Donnell had a problem with Corey because of that. How do we fix this comedically? How do we?
You know what?
This fraternity. Just
Okay.
right here.
say-
how do we fix this?
I say we call a town hall meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if we had a town hall meeting, who's at that city council? It's like 4 or 5 people. Who's on that council?
Who's the
on that,
moderator?
at that round table? It's 5 people. Who's sitting
I
there?
think it can be anybody that got the beefs.
No. It can't be anybody.
It can't be
Okay, so
anybody.
who's those 5 at that town hall?
All right, let's just think. Okay, let's say Chris Spencer.
yeah.
Why you laugh?
Like he's gonna.
Chris don't got no problem with nobody.
No, 'cause I was like, okay, who's gonna be the moderator? And I was thinking,
Chris Spencer's moderator?
Chris was like,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I was thinking. I was like,
Okay,
Chris
okay.
is the moderator.
Okay, Christmas is moderator. Go. Christmas is moderator. Go.
And I forgot I could think deeper besides this. Like I could go
No, I thought it was like
big people. Yeah.
super triple OGs get to be counsel.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
No
That's
disrespect to Chris
that's
Spencer, but
yeah.
moderator, fine. Chris Spencer's
Yeah.
moderator. Go.
Eddie.
Oh shit, go. Okay.
All right.
George
Your brother.
Wallace.
I think Eddie's a little removed from. But
Okay, so
20 million a picture.
yeah.
More than 3
Eddie gonna
movies.
be like, I don't know none of these niggas.
Okay, so
your brother,
okay,
Chrissy, Chappelle.
okay. But you said it can't be.
Okay,
somebody got beef with him.
but he never said
But somebody
anything
got
about
an issue with him.
Okay, so take Dave out.
Okay.
So we got Chrissy, we got shit.
Who
Hold on.
did you say first?
I said Eddie's far.
Yeah,
far
Eddie,
removed.
yeah.
Okay, you
So
took
we're
Eddie off.
Eddie's like, nigga, this don't mean nothing to me.
So we go Chris.
Swimming in money right now. Eddie's Scrooge McDuck.
Let's go. Let's go. I just had another. Martin.
Okay.
Did somebody say something about? Oh yeah, he said something about Steve Harvey, so we can't do Steve.
Wanda Sykes.
Okay, we can have women.
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes. Tucker. Nobody said nothing about Tucker. Shit. Who else?
Damn, we got 10. That's 3.
That's 4.
That's 4.
Damn. Let me think. Hold on.
Robert Townsend.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Robert Townsend.
Keenan
We forgot
Ivory
Damon Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
I said
Or
Keenan.
Keenan.
Keenan. Any of them went like Damon or Keenan.
Look, the criteria: universally respected, body of work can't be denied,
Yeah.
has something to say,
Keenan Ivory.
right?
Keenan Ivy.
Okay, so listen. So now they're the council. Now how do we? What's the conversation?
Arsenio Hall. Sorry.
Arsenio Hall could host it.
Okay, I'm not thinking Chris Spencer was mine.
But Arsenio
Chris got fired. I'm thinking old school. Okay,
Chris.
so go. Now how do we fix it? That's the council.
And Sinbad.
You gotta
Sorry,
go. You gotta
put
go
Sinbad
before
on.
the council and say what your grievance is, or you gotta
You gotta
go.
go before the council and say what your grievance is.
Oh, man.
And then
It's like that scene.
everybody get the chance to plead their case. All right, who's first? Corey Holcomb, what is your grievance? Well, this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
whatever. And then that person gets to, Corey gonna be against like 5 motherfuckers. And then they each get to say their part of it. And it's like, all right, we gotta come up with a solution right now. And this is just, if it could go any way we desire, or else all your shows for this year will not happen.
Oh wow!
Like as
Like
punishment?
it has to be
Has some
something
consequences.
Consequences.
to not
Sorry,
have.
it's the brum punch.
And look, even if a resolution or they don't even got to be friends at the end, but as long as it could come to an agreement, then
Okay.
I agree with that statement you just said.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
You
it don't got to be
listen.
like, yo, we
listen.
all right,
You
we
don't
cool.
got to be friends at the end of this.
Yeah.
Right.
Just say what you got to say, and you say what you got to say. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't got to be friends at the end of this.
Leave
but let's just
mutual
get this
respect.
out the way.
Yeah.
So we know where we stand,
And we ain't
then
fucking
move
up
on with our
the
lives,
atmosphere, yeah.
and not fuck up the atmosphere, not fuck up the culture,
Right, there you
Because
go.
it's our culture.
Yeah.
Everybody beefing is black.
Yeah, man.
Who beefing is white right now?
And we don't know. Cause you know why? Because they keeping that shit
'Cause
to
they keep that shit
themselves.
Yeah. I'm sure they. I don't know if it's to this degree, but I'm sure there's some hate going on over there too. And I don't want to say over there because that makes it seem like we
Yeah.
them. But
But
I'm
it
sure
is,
there's some
though.
hate going on
Yeah.
in that aspect as well that we don't know about. But they don't go on a fucking podcast and go, I fucking fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
They handle the grievances differently, and we're not listening for it. We can't see it. That's
Plus,
not
we
in
ain't
our
really
work.
checking
Yeah,
them
we
like
ain't
that.
checking.
Like, we ain't.
There's all kind of beef going on.
I was like the last beef, white comic beef I even heard of was like Dane Cook and Larry the Cable Guy or some shit like that.
I remember when Rogan went in on Messia.
Oh, okay, yeah, Rogan. But
That
see,
was big.
Mexican.
social media. No, Dane Cook and somebody who Louis C.K. I'm sorry. That
Really?
he just mentioned it, but I don't know.
But that
Yo, there's a reason a white
Exactly.
person never made
Exactly.
an ether.
Exactly. Yeah, you
They
didn't
keep
you
their
didn't-
beefs to themselves, man.
Yeah, they don't handle it the same way. They probably look at their life and be like,
Okay, so for real, we said the council, but realistically, you think it's just as simple as a conversation without
bro,
cameras on?
That's
think
what I
so.
would do. I would encourage those brothers as black men, call each other up and then see what it is. Because see, if you have a problem with somebody, if they've disrespected you, especially out there in public around, or,
All right, here we go.
or
Look.
it gets back to you, if you have a problem with it,
Listen,
call that brother up.
Here's a perfect example. what's my man's name? I'm not even. It was a comedian.
Comedian.
Did a radio interview. This was some time ago.
Okay.
And was like, I don't know how my name came up. And his opinion of me was, I don't even think he really Chris Rock brother. If he Chris Rock brother, why isn't he in all of the shit Chris Rock's doing? If he's really Chris Rock brother.
I think I know who it was.
I had no knowledge of this whatsoever.
Right.
Until, like you said, the miserable people grabbed onto it, started putting their comments in, and somebody fucking tagged me.
Oh, so this is a social media
And
thing.
then somebody tagged me. And then somebody tagged me. My phone was like, what the fuck is all this? And I saw it. And it was like, I don't believe he's Chris Rock's brother because he's not involved in all the stuff Chris Rock's doing. I don't believe he's Chris Rock's brother because Chris Rock never makes mention of him. And he never makes mention of Chris Rock.
Lies.
So much so that I felt like, all right, I got time today. And 99.9, y'all know me, 99.9% of the time, bruh, I got bigger shit to worry about. I got, shit I'm trying to do with my life. But that day I was like, I got time today. So I responded to a few people on social media. And then what happens when you do that is somebody else sees it. So now when I'm in a radio interview, it's, hey man, you recently said this on the radio, in a comment. So I was asked about it. And I was hot.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was hot.
We know.
and it was now the lights on, the mic's right in front of me. Okay, here we go.
All right.
So it was like, yo, you recently heard this about you, and you said this, and I said, yeah, man. You know what? Like, I don't even know what homie problem is. Like, I got no issue with homie, but like if I smack him in the fucking face, then I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If I punch this nigga in the fucking mouth, then y'all gonna be like, yo, Tone wildin' or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Of course, the negative people took it and ran with it. Ran it back to him.
Right.
And then he's in a radio interview.
Right.
And he's like, well, if he think he gonna punch me in the face, nigga, I ain't no motherfucking bitch ass nigga. You gonna? And I'm like, okay, well, we gonna put that theory to the test.
Right.
We gonna cross paths, like Kat said. We gonna be in the same hallway one day.
One day.
And fast forward, we were in the same hallway one day.
Right.
But here's the thing. There was no cameras around. It was just he and I in the hallway. And he said, yo, man, let me talk to you. And I said, yeah, what's up, bro? I was meaning to talk to you. And it was the most respectful, courteous, gracious conversation that two men could have backstage at a comedy show. We were on the same ticket. And not even 5 minutes.
Right.
3 minutes of conversation was like, yo, my man, all right, let's go have a good show, bro. And to this day, I run into homie. Yo, what up, man? Yo, what's good? You good? How you doing, man? Yo, how your brother? How your fam? Yo, how your people's doing, man? I seen your son backstage. You working today? All right, cool. Boom, boom, boom.
Squash.
Yeah.
I think
That's all it takes.
I think that's all it takes is a conversation and not keeping the ball in the air on social media.
Right.
Like you have to consciously, if somebody brings it up, no, I'm gonna call homie. Whatever it sounds like to us.
Right. That's always been my thing. My thing is always like I've heard foul shit about me from people I know, and I've always said like, yo, that nigga could call me, man. When people want the reaction, yo, what do you think about him saying that? I go, yo, that nigga could call me.
I'll call him because
it's something that you said that has been sticking out in my head like recently.
Me?
Yeah,
Go.
something that you said where you say, you're gonna be the villain in some people's story.
in somebody's story. Yeah,
Because but let me clarify. Because they need you to be the villain
so they can look good.
So they can look good when a story is your story versus my story, right?
Right.
You and I get involved in something, you're gonna tell your version of it, I'm gonna tell my version. Right? So depending on who you tell, you want to look like the good guy. So I gotta look really bad in your version for you to look like the good guy.
Right.
And you gotta look really bad in my version.
Yeah.
But that's the thing I don't do. See now I'm talking about myself, Tony Rock.
Yeah.
You will tell your version to make me look bad, and I'll tell the truth.
I'm gonna tell the truth.
Right.
My friend can tell me, nah, son, you was wrong.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why I don't go to bed at night like, oh, I can't believe that shit. Nigga, when I go to sleep at night, it's no worries about anything. Because I'm gonna tell my friends who I love unconditionally.
Right.
Yo, this is what happened, bro. This is the God's honest truth of what happened. Boom, 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 and I did this. And they'll go, nah, nigga, you should have did that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Or they'll go, nah, son. I've had my homies sometimes call me. I remember an incident vividly. Two of my boys, the next day, some shit happened one night. The next day, two of my boys was at my house. Like, yo, son, call that man and apologize. Yo, son, you didn't see it like we saw it, son. You was drunk, number one.
Right.
He was with his girl. You was wilding, son.
Right.
Call that man and apologize. And I was like, what'd I do? Son, you was drunk. We gonna leave it at that. But the way you carried on and the way you talked to that man and talked to his girl, call that man and apologize. I didn't even, all right, if two heads are saying this shit,
Right.
Hey, yo, son, I'm a little sober now. My pardon disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I took it there last night. Boom, boom. Appreciate that, man. Boom.
Yeah, sometimes a phone call, that's all
Every
it
time,
takes.
not sometimes. Every time a fucking conversation could fix everything.
Yeah, well, every time, like when I say sometimes, just go ahead and call up right now. Don't let it, I'm going to see him one day.
Bro. No.
Call him up
Yeah.
right now, because when you let time go on, you don't know how that man is taking it. The other day, or the other episode, you told me they just live their life. No, sometimes it's next. They're probably thinking the same thing, and you haven't squashed it yet. You just take it upon yourself, be the bigger man, or just be a man, and just say, hey, man, this is what it is. I apologize. Or, hey, look, do we need to get something straight, or something like I need to know that this isn't going to be taken in a place where it doesn't need to be.
I'm big on that, man. Like you know, I've had some issues with, with people that I was close to, still, close to. And for me, I always said, I get more angry when certain things happen because I know all it takes is a simple conversation. And I know me, and this is keeping it a buck. I'm always open to having that conversation. I have never been one to be like, oh, nah, fuck that, I don't want to talk. I'm always like, yo.
I've been that nigga. I have recently realized that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like I'm coming into this new space of who I am and like my growth. I'm really focusing on my growth. But I used to be, nah, I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah.
But now it's like,
because one thing that we say and we got, that we talked about, where it's just like, let's keep it up. We on tour. Y'all, for the viewers, we ain't always vibing or always on the same.
Oh yeah, we butt heads
page.
a lot of them. So yeah, we butt heads.
So it's like, but we got this one
Especially
thing
this
that,
nigga.
it's one thing that we say. It's one thing that we like to say just to let each other know that it's an issue, but we still gonna be brothers after this, and we'll say, yo, open communication.
Open communication.
Open communication.
Yeah.
Look, nigga, I don't like how the fuck. Yo, you was on some bullshit, nigga. But how the fuck would you?
Yo, we say open communication and then fucking pull out with the
bazookas. It's like,
pull out, niggas get in the chest with a whole fucking missile.
Yo.
Like,
you know what?
But at the end of the
that.
day, when you do that, we go to bed. Like, yo, that's my motherfucker.
Exactly.
No, it ain't. We right after that, we dab each other up.
Yeah.
Love you, man. All right, what we about to go do? We about to go get drunk. We about to go have some time. But it's like, yo, when people don't want to have that conversation, then it just
because people get comfortable.
Yeah.
They fear the awkward conversation.
Yeah.
But you should never fear the awkward conversation, because that's where the real freedom is after that conversation. The real freedom is on the other side of that awkward conversation.
But the one
but they'll sit quietly in this little corner and think that's real freedom because they don't have to address it.
Right.
But the real freedom is on the other side of that uncomfortable conversation.
That's why I'm always like, yo, somebody got a problem with me? Yo, tell them to talk to me. Yo, what's good? Like, yo, what happened? Nah, that ain't what happened. Like, come on, bro. You know you was on some, like, I'm very, and I don't have no ego. So even if I'm wrong, I could be like, yeah, I get you. I was wrong on that.
Especially if it's
I got an ego. I got a big ego. Yeah.
Especially if it's like a misunderstanding, because especially in this environment, on this platform or any platform, somebody says something and they just hear the soundbite of it, or they didn't hear or they didn't hear.
Like earlier, you said I didn't see what the whole thing was with Donnell and
But if it's somebody that's saying this or saying that, and then your name gets thrown in it, and it's like, and then they say something and they misunderstand or misconstrue something, it's like, oh, no, I need to get this person straight because you gonna put it out there and the people are gonna take it and run with it. And now I gotta go into these same circles and say, hey, I heard you this. And I said, man, you don't know the situation. He had a misunderstanding. No complaints. I don't have beef, but let me get
That's a good thing.
That man on the phone.
Misunderstandings aren't beef, everybody.
First of all, hold on. I'm so glad y'all brought that up. First of all, where we come from, you and I, Fox grew up nice.
Yeah.
Where we come from, beef is a real thing.
Right.
Beef is a very real thing. Like, people don't come home.
They die.
Mothers are mourning their children.
Yeah.
When there's real beef where we from. So I don't even like people using that phrase when it comes to some comedic shit. Like, somebody said this on stage, they got beef. Beef is real, bro.
Biggie said it the realest.
I understand the disagreement. I understand the argument. But y'all be putting the beef tag on shit that's like, especially where we from. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
So it ain't always beef.
And that's why them niggas was just shouting at each other.
Right. right.
That's just shouting at each other. Like, I'm glad that nothing violent happened because there are some comedians that come from that space and they will do it. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad it wasn't like a situation where it's a civilian out there and it's
that's why I didn't like the argument in front of people that didn't.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like they didn't
need to see.
They didn't need to see that.
God forbid something happened and somebody just sitting in the audience with a drink in their hand get hit or it's like, bro, that sours the whole experience of coming to see us do what we do, what we love to do.
And sometimes there's some crazy cat, depending on who it is, that could be their man, and then they'll try to step to somebody and say, "Nigga, we comics. It ain't that serious."
It's a few cats that we all know out here that'll take it there. I've seen it with my own fucking eyes that will take it there.
Who's the last comedian that got arrested for doing that? Like,
well, I know we all know Scruncho and
Scruncho got arrested.
No, I don't know if he got arrested.
I don't know about that. No,
but no, I know Scruncho was one when he had that issue with TK.
He wasn't always a comic.
The nigga Scruncho said, "Fuck it, I'm taking it there," and drove to the Comedy Store after he got out of jail with his release papers. And went up there and fought TK.
Oh, okay.
So but like I'm saying, some niggas will take it there and they like, yo, I'm me first, comedy second. Some niggas is like, I'm a comedian. I'm a comedian first. I don't want no problems.
Okay, but let me, can I clarify?
Listen, man, it's never above a conversation.
It is
never, yeah.
But never above a conversation.
Let me clarify this. I'm talking about just strictly two comedians and it's about comedy. If it's something personal, that what you're talking about was personal. That's fucked up. And it's like, now this is the reason why I'm here. It has nothing to do with stand up at that point. But I'm talking about this. Some niggas like they're comedians and they guard their jokes and shit like that.
Well, let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a motherfucking buck. If somebody on stage,
right,
even if you ain't yell shit out,
right,
and they like, you say you just got off stage, all right, y'all ready? And then the comedian come up, y'all ready for the real show to start? Y'all been listening to some bullshit all this time, all these bum ass comedians, and would you say something?
I remember.
Would you say so?
It was a long time ago.
Any more rum punch or no?
You want some of this?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna finish that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, give me.
As a comedian,
Yeah, you got it.
I'm glad you said that. Where you coming?
Right.
Yeah, you got. Side note: have you ever been on a date with, back in the day in the popcorn, you had it in between your legs, and the girls, you're like, yeah.
Some shit just stick with you. Yeah. Some shit you just remember, right?
Yeah.
I remember this. Y'all gonna be like, this motherfucker really remember that shit. Like, I held on to that shit all this time. Mm-hmm. Ready for this? Ready for the first statement? Ready for the first statement? Mm-hmm. It was my third day in LA.
Okay.
I had just come from New York from doing the Montreal Comedy Festival.
Just the improv story?
The improv story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this one.
Martin Lawrence had this dude, and we say names on this show.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence had this dude that was running around with him that was like his protege.
Bonner?
He was like an up and coming. No. That was a Chicago show.
Okay.
This is at the Improv.
Mm-hmm.
He was in a movie.
Darius. Darius. He was in Thin Line. he took Mia out on the date. He was from DC.
I know who you're talking about. Light skinned cat.
And he was on Deliver Us from Eva.
Yeah.
I'm about to tell you his name.
Okay, so look. So here's the thing. Look.
Yeah.
I go on stage that night.
Daryl Mitchell?
Nah, Daryl Chill is the homie.
No.
Shout out Daryl Chill. Shout out Daryl Chill. We got to get you on the podcast,
Yeah.
man. I don't know if you're watching, but you should be watching.
D'Artagnan.
Okay, so look.
Okay, no, I don't know.
I fly to LA for Montreal Comedy Festival on a Sunday. Was it a Sunday or Monday? No, it was a Sunday. Nope. No.
After the Montreal. It was a dark and stormy
It was
night.
a Saturday, I believe. Because I'm trying to remember the days because my first night to audition was the Laugh Factory.
Okay.
My first night in LA, I walked in and Jamie was like, "Yo, go up and do 5." I went up and did
It'd
5.
be a Tuesday, right?
But then Monday was improv.
Mondays. Okay, Mondays improv.
And Sunday was when's Comedy Store? Sunday?
Sunday Comedy Store. Like what show?
Okay, so maybe it was Sunday. I came on a Sunday and Comedy Store was first.
Okay.
I could fix this later in post, but so one night was one show, one night was the next club, one night was one club, one night was the next club, one night was the third club. I remember that night I was at the Improv. I don't know if it was Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, but I was at the Improv that night, and it was my audition set, and they gave me 5 minutes, and I went up and did my 5, and I had a good set. I would tell y'all niggas if I bombed.
Yeah.
It ain't above me to say I fucking bombed. I had a good set. Came off stage so much so when I came off stage, it was like, "Yo, you in? You passed. You're a regular." But that nigga went up after me. And he was doing a full 15, 20 minute set. I was doing 5. So after like 10 minutes, 7 minutes, he wasn't really getting hard laughs. And after like 10 minutes, he wasn't getting hard laughs. And he was like, "Oh, y'all motherfuckers ain't laughing at me because that last nigga bombed?" Now keep in mind, I'm 3 days from Bed-Stuy. I'm not even trying to be on no tough guy shit. But my mentality was, 3 days ago, I was on the stoop.
Right.
Like, yo, on the corner, like, what we doing? Like, what's good? I'm 3 days from that.
Right.
So when he said that, yo, y'all niggas not laughing because that last nigga bombed?
Right.
And coupled with the fact he did not know me,
Right.
I said, yo, fuck is this nigga talking about? So I went outside of the Improv and stood outside. Like, yo, when he come outside, I'm just going to punch him in the fucking...
I'll punch him in
As soon as he come outside, I'm dropping this nigga. As soon as he come outside. And for some reason, God works in mysterious ways. I realized that this moment was bigger than just a nigga saying something that don't know me.
Yeah.
So I called one of my boys back home. Like, yo, son, this nigga just tried to disrespect me, yo, my fucking 3rd day here. I'm about to punch this nigga in the face when he woke up out the club. Nigga, fuck that shit, yo. Nah, son. Nah. Yo, you there for all of us. You ain't just there for you on some like a nigga says some shit, you punch him in the face. Yo, you there for all of us, bro. You fuck this up, you back here with all of us. Yo, let that shit go. Do you know the nigga? No. Did he hurt your feelings? No. It was on some whack, corny shit. That shit ain't even corny. That shit was corny. He said, this nigga, last nigga bombed. Did you bomb? No. Well, what the fuck you care what he said? You ain't never gonna see this nigga again.
Right.
You right.
Yeah.
Walk back in. Crisis averted.
Now look at him.
And look, now here's the thing. I made it my business to outshine that motherfucker in everything I did.
Yeah. Right.
I have never seen homie since. I don't know if he's still doing stand-up or not. I don't care to know. I don't know. Hope his life is going good. This ain't even about me and him. But that right there was like, yo, bro, like, it could have been a conversation. We could have just had a conversation. But it was like, yo, set not going too good. I got to grab something. Fuck it, that last nigga. Fuck that last nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. That's crazy. It's like when you're failing, you want to take somebody.
But
else
that's
down.
how that's
the game.
That's what we're living in right now.
So that's why I said, you know, I don't know, especially in the state of mind that I'm in at this point in time of my life. I don't know if I can see somebody say something about me on stage and me not react in a way that I would normally not react.
No, I think the space that I'm in now,
Usually I would be like that.
For me personally,
in the moment,
yeah.
For me personally, at the end of the day, and I at the end of the day, now the way I'm living like right now, this new Tony Rock, this 2024 Tony Rock, at the end of the day, don't nothing take precedence over making it home to my son.
Just tell you something.
There you
Amen.
go. But today,
So you
Trey-
can call me a bitch ass nigga, whatever.
Yeah.
You got it, fam. You got it.
Yeah.
But that baby gonna see me when we wake up in the
Not
morning.
facts.
I'll be a bitch ass, faggot ass, whatever.
Yeah.
My baby gonna wake up in the morning and we eating cereal together.
And that's how I live my life
You know what I'm
normally. Yeah.
But what you're saying is,
Now these hoes. No, I'm kidding.
what you're saying is, in that moment, you go be out of character. You would like a visual display, like you would express yourself right then and there, or would you like, all right, wait till
I
homie
would
get off
wait.
the stage?
I would
and then
definitely
say, hey,
wait.
man, what was that
I'm
about?
more so of a like I will probably wait, but it just depends on what state I'm in at that particular point. Because some niggas could really be like what he did, like it depending on where you at. I'd have been like, what?
But you know what? Now looking back on it, all these years later, it wasn't even directed at me.
Yeah,
Right.
It was, yo, you was having a bad set.
Yeah.
And you
What
needed
about
something.
you? Yeah, what about
And
you?
it was like, yo, there was another black guy up here. Fucking him. It wasn't-
yeah.
I'm sure that nigga don't even know my name. I'm sure he'll watch this podcast and go, yo, is he talking about me?
Right.
We'll never cross paths again.
Right.
I've learned.
You know what I'm saying?
I've learned to stop taking things
Personal.
personal.
Right.
And man, I really had to be talked off a ledge a few times for taking things personal.
Right.
And once I did that, it made my movements in this industry and within this comedy game a lot better. Because it's been times, and y'all know me. I'm very laid back. I'm very chill. Now, if I get up there, I get up there. But for the most part, I'm like, it's all good. But there's been times where I've been pissed because I felt like I didn't get certain things that I deserved, or I was like, yo, what the fuck? And I've had to have people call me like, hey, nigga, calm down. Yeah. You ain't who you think you are.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. You, what are you doing different than? Okay, so the people they chose, what are you doing different than what they doing? And me, I'm like, I'm cooler than this nigga. I get more bitches than this nigga.
Comedically, what sets you apart from that comic?
Exactly.
Always ask yourself that question. Comedically, what sets you apart from that? When you see somebody get some shit, you, this nigga. Comedically.
Yeah.
What
Comedian.
sets you apart from that nigga?
Yeah,
From that comic?
Naeem was the one who called me and told me.
Oh, really? Shout out Naeem Lynn.
Yeah.
No, come to the podcast, nigga.
Naeem
You and
Lynn
Spank,
and
we
his
need on the podcast.
Yeah, this was probably the only time that I probably had like a mental breakdown at this point in time was when I didn't get the Def Jam. And I was like, I'm making.
Oh, nigga, I was
like, I'm making noise.
You see how you pointed at me? The time I didn't get Def Jam, like it was on me. Like it was on me. The time I didn't get Def Jam. Like you didn't get Def Jam.
Yo. At this point in time, I'm like, yo, I'm making noise in the business. I'm making noise in it. Like everybody know me. I'm hosting everything. I got that buzz right now.
Right.
And I'm like, what? Nigga, you don't choose
You better
me.
recognize.
And then one of the comedians that got chosen was doing a version of one of my jokes.
Oh, wow.
Which made me mad at that nigga. And I told him, I said, yo.
Did you have a conversation with that
Yeah,
comic? Okay.
I did.
Okay.
Soon as he got off stage, soon as he got off stage, yo, that's my bit. That's my joke. Hey, it's my shit. I went to the taping. He did it up there. He did it on the taping. I'm like, punch. Now, mind you, I'm ready to punch everybody.
He said, I'm ready to punch
It's
everybody.
nothing personal. I'm just being 100. I'm being a buck.
The
It's
camera
nothing
guy.
personal, and I love everybody who I'm talking about to this day. I don't have no problem with them. But at that time, I said, if Giroux walked past me, I said, I'm going to punch.
Shout out Giroux.
Yeah. This is the person. I love you, boy. But I'm like, yo, that's how angry I was.
I was hot.
I was like, yo, how the fuck you not going to pick me for this shit?
Listen, man.
And
Listen.
I got the call. And I told Naeem. And Naeem put the call in, and then he was like, yo, Giroux was just like, yo, nah, he didn't feel like I was whatever. And I was just like, I was so angry, bro. And then he was like, nigga, like, you ain't who you think you are right now. He was just like, like, and I was like, nigga, yes, the fuck I am. He always thought I had a certain kind of confidence that I shouldn't have, which I don't believe in that. I'm like, nah, nigga.
Because your confidence was further along than your act.
I am who I think I am. You know what I'm saying?
I'm him.
Yeah, but and he was like, but what's setting you apart from the people that they chose? And I was just like, I was in front of Zen when I had that conversation. I was just like, and I was kind of mad that he was telling me, but I was just like, all right, man. All right, bro. I see what you're saying.
You see that, y'all? A conversation.
And from that point, I started looking at myself, and then that's when I started kind of change, like really saying, Trey, what is my voice? What am I going to do? And what I'm going to talk about that's going to make me different from these niggas. Because, mind you, I'm thinking on some other shit. I'm thinking like, I'm cooler than some of these niggas they chose.
He said, I'm cooler.
I dress better than some of these niggas they chose. I get better bitches than some of these niggas. Like, you know, we thinking on some like, on just the whole total thing. Yeah. I could be a better sale.
Cooler than, dressing better than, and getting more chicks.
Yeah.
Don't show up on your IMDb.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Yeah.
Casting directors don't ask about, are you cooler?
Yeah.
Are you dress better? More chicks. That doesn't play a
Give them
part.
the party, get bitches.
And once I kind of had that.
If getting bitches was a criteria, I'd be Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Wilt Chamberlain.
I'd be Wilt Chamberlain.
James
Holding
Worthy.
the paper like this. 100.
So once he told me that, and once I kind of just sat back and reevaluated, I said, all right. And then from that point, that's when I really started like digging in to find my voice in order to stand out. And now I don't take things personal no more in the business. That's why I don't have no ill feelings towards any. I went to the taping, I supported, I had a good time. And, you know, I was just like, yo, just use it as motivation, Trey. Like, because it ain't about, I always thought coming out here that I needed everybody to like me. I needed all the promoters and all the producers and all, like, I needed everybody to like me. And then I realized I don't need everybody to like me. I just need that one person to fuck with me.
You need that one hit, nigga. It's like fucking, it's this, nigga. One time, bang. You
and whoever that one person is, good, man. So once I changed that, I stopped taking everything personal.
Listen.
I was just going to say one thing. I took one thing pertinent. This is when I first moved to California.
Niggas be trying to be scared. It was only when I first moved.
I'm going to pee.
No, because it was.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those days where it was at the Comedy Store, and a lot of people don't know. Some people, you know, but you know, I used to book comics on that night, and the amount of yo, he don't put me on energy was in the air. And this one comedian, I had to hear about it from somebody else. You know, you get put on and I'm sorry, I gotta bump you. Like, who are you to bump me? Well, first of all, who are you to even be out here on this show? I booked you, but look, this is just the business. All right. So there was a lot of that on that show. Hey, such and such is coming through. And I had to be the axe man. You know how that is sometimes. So I got a lot of heat sometimes. And this one comedian said, how's he gonna bump me? He isn't even that funny. I took that shit personal. I took that shit personal. And then when it happened again, that was my opportunity to cuss that motherfucker out.
Did you?
Yeah. I'm talking about, you know that little door behind at the backstage, if you open it up, niggas be pop, pop, pop. That door right there, that door came open, nigga, I was cussing that motherfucker out. I'm talking about, I was out of my character. You know, I'm chill.
Who was it?
It's a female, it's a lady comic. Keitra Long. You know that?
Oh, Keitra.
Yeah, Keitra said that. I was like, what the fuck? I cussed her ass out, and it was so bad. It's like, yo, man, I can't remember who it was, man. You didn't have to talk to that girl like that. Yeah. And, you know, I'm over it now, but every time she sees me, she looks at me like this. But she looks like, are you mad at me? I was like, nah.
I feel like you ain't really in this business or passionate about this business if you don't take certain things personal at some point.
Yeah, but
at least once or twice in your life with this shit.
But when somebody says something about you, like about what you do, you know, we need to be confident in ourselves. It's like, I don't care what that, you can say whatever, because everybody is an acquired taste, in my opinion. You know, we're all comedians, but we're not all fans of each other. Right. So I'm just saying, I took that shit personal.
Facts.
And it wasn't no phone call, wasn't no conversation. Now I'm just gonna cuss your motherfucking ass out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And never put you on. And tell everybody, it's like, I don't fuck with this person right here. Yeah. Ever.
Damn.
And, Like, yeah. So didn't that sound harsh coming from me?
All right, well, I'm glad you said that, because we could put a button on it right there at that point right there. Like,
but it's not like that today.
With all the beefs we was talking about in comedy,
yeah,
and the people having issues with this person and that person, it all boils down to comedy is subjective.
Yep.
If you don't think a comic's funny, that's your opinion.
That's your opinion.
There's no need to go on social media. There's no need to go on a podcast. There's no need to go on stage and badmouth or belittle that comic. We all do the same thing. We're all in it for the same
We
reasons,
know how
those
hard it
things.
is
We
to
know how
get-
hard it is. We know
Yeah.
how hard we all work, some of us. So it's subjective. Keep your opinions to yourself. You don't got to go on social media blasting everything.
Yeah.
And nothing is above a conversation with another comic or another contemporary or a peer. Have that conversation. Have the awkward conversation. Don't do it in public because everybody's not privy to what we go through and what goes on in our lives.
Yeah, they're not gonna understand.
Live in Agreement was a glimpse into a part of the life of a comic that they don't see. But this is about all we want to show them. We don't want to show them the negativity. So
And
remember that.
don't let your money or the job opportunities you have let you get in the way of having a conversation with somebody.
Right.
That's your ego. Just we all got the same job.
Right.
We all got the same job.
Yeah, and a lot of people, they're probably more open than what you
What
think.
you think, right,
What you
right.
think. It's like, oh, my bad. You know, it's probably, that's all it is. It doesn't take that much. I think people, if they approach you, the respect is in the approach, and they'll be like, oh, we need to squash this. He's actually coming up to address it. You know, I think that in itself is what you need to do, just to make the attempt. Because some people, they'll let shit fester. And in my opinion, I mean, it kind of makes them look bad.
Yeah.
Where you at? Social media. Let 'em
I
know.
am on Instagram, Facebook, and I'm on TikTok now. Joe Feezy, Joefeezie.
Gigs. Where you at?
Next, I'm in Greensboro, South Carolina.
North Carolina.
North Carolina, sorry. Yeah. That's where
This
I'm in.
nigga knows
Listen,
where he at.
people in North Carolina are very offended right now that you said South Carolina. It's like the Hatfields and McCoys, North Carolina and South Carolina.
Okay, all right, Greensboro. Yo, my bad. Holla at me when I get there. I'm going to be funny anyway. So,
Yo, we in Charlotte, North Carolina, March 7th, 8th, and 9th for the Rock the World Tour.
The Rock the Mic tour.
Oh,
Trey
shit.
Elliot is new to the tour. He's only been on the tour for the last 3
Yo,
years.
this motherfucker, yeah, that
The
other
Rock the Mic
half.
tour. Once again, Captain Kirk to make him run punches struck again.
Yeah.
Damn you,
For
Kirk.
the Rock the Mic tour. So Charlotte, North Carolina, come out, man. You already know 5 shows. It's going down.
Yo, listen very carefully, everybody. I just want to say this. The Netflix is a Joke Festival is coming to Los Angeles.
Yes.
I wasn't on it last year. I wasn't on it the year before that. So if I'm going to do it on the third year, I'm going to do it big. Chris Rock, Tony Rock, Jordan Rock, all on the Netflix is a Joke Comedy Festival. Get your fucking tickets. The Rock Boys is in the building. Netflix is a fucking joke, and Netflix is a fucking joke because they didn't give me a deal for my special. They didn't give Jordan a deal for his special. So y'all are a fucking joke. But we still gonna do y'all a justice and come through
Where is it at?
and rip the fucking stages. Chrissy's at the Palladium, and Jordan and I are at the Improv. Rock Boys in the building.
I love it.
yes, sir.
Here's all my social media.
I will be at all 3 of those
Here's
shows.
the logo for Captain Coach Jamaican Rum Punch.
It's never there.
Order your rum punch, yo, for real. Order your rum punch. Don't play yourself. That shit strong. That shit good.
Yeah.
Look how we look right now.
I forgot the name of the tour.
The name of the tour is the Rock the Mic tour. I am in Fresno. No, I am in San Jose. Oh, this will air before that, but
Yeah.
this will air after that. I'm in San Jose and Fresno this weekend. And the weekend after that, I'm in I said
Charlotte.
I'm in Charlotte. God damn. Damn you, Kirk. The weekend after that, I'm in Greensboro.
And then Memphis. We're in Memphis.
The weekend after that, I'm in Memphis.
Oh, yeah, I'm at the Comedy Store this Thursday, but it's after, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm at.
You're
I'm
on
in Toledo. I'm in Toledo.
You're on Amazon Prime.
My special is on Amazon Prime. It's called
Prime.
Rock the World. Executive produced by the one and only Charleston Rock. That's right. My baby getting TV credits already. He's going to get paid into perpetuity.
Into
Know what that means?
perpetuity. Forever. Wherever.
It's the Rock the Mic tour. It's Rock the World forever. These are my brothers right here. Open communication at all times.
Always,
Open
man.
communication at all times. Yo, this is live from the green room. Yo, we love y'all. Charleston, I'll be home soon. Peace.
Be out. Peace.